But he can go 3-3, Candy, on the 6-game road trip through Dallas and Denver. Diamondbacks haven't won a road series since Camden Yards a month ago.
It's been way too long, and this is a team that you should beat. You know, they're in your division. You know this team, you know, inside and out. The D-backs are clearly a better team talent-wise, and so you got to just let it go and see what you can do here.
Well, still a chance for a series win here. We showed you the lineups at the open at the top of the show back around noon Arizona time. So let's start with a pitcher here. It's the veteran right-hander for the Rockies, Michael Lorenzen, his first season in Colorado. And he has allowed more hits and more earned runs than any pitcher in the major leagues.
I mean, at Coors Field, it's not real good for him. He's 1-2 with a 9.64. And like you said, 18 2/3 innings pitch at Coors Field, 37 hits given up. That's a .416 batting average. So let's hope this offense can take advantage of that.
And let's hope the field out there is at least dry. It took an unreasonable amount of water, but the ground score here is top notch. It looks like they did a wonderful job as we get a look around the diamond at the Rockies defensively.
Yeah, you look over there at Willie Castro over the shortstop. You know, he's not the everyday player, but, you know, he's their everyday shortstop, I should say. You know, he can move around. He's very versatile. You know, with Tovar having the day off, that he's going to be able to move over to shortstop. And he can fill in for short periods of time. Not quite the same fielder as Tovar is, though.
Yeah, veteran switch hitter here in a 2-year deal as a free agent signee this winter. Time now, Tom, for your keys to the game. That's presented by Ram Trucks.
Well, situational baseball, we've seen this in this series alone. The first game, the Diamondbacks are 7 for 13 with runners in scoring position. Yesterday, only 2 for 11. That's a big difference. Soroka, let's see how his slurve does here at Coors Field. A lot of pitchers have trouble throwing the breaking ball here. If he can get that going, then I think he'll be able to command this lineup.
Like to get him some early runs, just like they did the other night when they took the opener 9-1 and got all those runs from Merrill Kelly. Joey Lovello giving Ketel Marte a scheduled off day. That's the model they follow with Ketel here at Coors Field. So Ildemaro Vargas is at second base and leading off. Marte is available off the bench in some form or fashion for the game, but remember all the soft tissue injuries in the past, so they're always careful with him. Nick Marley, our plate umpire back there, says strike one, and we're finally underway here. Just shy of 3 o'clock local time here in Denver.
Well, just talk about versatile players. How about Vargas this year? I mean, the way he's hitting, now you can hit him a leadoff spot if you want. You hit him down in the lineup if you need to. Plays first base, plays second base, you name it. He has been great for the D-backs.
It's hard to evaluate what he's meant to the ball club this year, hitting .338, leading the team in homers and RBIs. Comes in with a .920 OPS, which is 9th best in the National League. For a guy that has always been considered sort of an extra player.
Yeah, and he's really been the guy that him and Arenado, you know, until this offense really gets going, the top 3 as we talk, kind of refer to, they've really been carrying everything.
Well, Vargas in Friday's opener here had his second 4-hit game this month, but then yesterday went 0 for 4. Corbin Carroll on deck behind him, then it's Geraldo Perdomo. 3 balls and a strike on Ildemaro Vargas. Vargas hits it hard at second. Edouard Julien, the former Minnesota Twin, is there. And there's one away in the first.
Pretty loud off the bat, 105 miles an hour again. I mean, just whacked, but unfortunately caught.
Well, we mentioned at the top of the show that Corbin Carroll has really turned things around since a home run at Chase Field against the Pirates 9 games ago. 272 and 5 homers. Much more consistent ever since that home run May 7th. He's hit in 5 straight games, 8 of his last 9. This is what Corbin's done. And you can see the number highlighted there is the walks. Much more patient at bats, much more selective at the plate.
And this is after hitting 132 on the last homestand. So he has really turned it around in a big way.
The coaches telling us they've seen Corbin lately check off pitches that are just off the edge of the plate. He was swinging at those earlier, and that has made a big difference. Lorenzen gets ahead of the count right away. No balls and 2 strikes. That's a good example right there. Might have swung at that pitch a couple of weeks ago.
Lorenzen doesn't have, like, it's got a lot of tools in the bag, so to speak, but, you know, they haven't worked too well for him. 94 on the fastball about. His changeup really has been his best pitch, and hitters are hitting 282 against that pitch.
That's the changeup. That's his #1 pitch. He throws it more than any other, and he picks up his first strikeout.
Yeah, that was a real good one. That was down in the zone, and look at right there, just a little dip to it, had Corbin off speed there.
He is a pitcher who leads with his changeup. Gets him the most swing and miss. Good example right there. 2 down for Perdomo. There he looks at a fastball at 95. He has walked. He's singled twice in the first 2 games of this series. Lorenzen behind that changeup mixes in fastballs in nearly equal amounts. He's got the 4-seam, he's got the sinker and the cutter.
Got all those. He'll throw also a little sweeper every once in a while, slider. He's one of those guys that can kind of manipulate the break, kind of a field pitcher. But you're right, it's that changeup. That's his big pitch.
He leads with that, which is a little unusual. But when he does throw a breaking ball, as you said, sometimes it looks like 3 different ones. It's a curveball, it's a sweeper, a slider. He's been around the block, 34 years old now, Michael Lorenzen.
Not pitching with a full windup, just really pitching from the stretch. It usually helps pitchers command and their control a little bit when they do get a little wild.
Former Rocky Nolan Arenado would be next. 3-1 on Jerry. Took a rip at that sinker. He's a little bit like Merrill Kelly, Lorenzen, in that he might throw any one of 6-7 pitches up there.
Yeah, it could be any pitch, any count, any time, anywhere in the zone. You know, he needs to do that for him to be successful.
That sinker had a lot of run on it away from the left-hander. Now the full count, 3-2. Perdomo hits it hard, and that goes right through Julian and eats him up. A smash of a ground ball off the bat of Perdomo is a 2-out hit, we think.
Another triple digit exit velocity.
103 off the bat.
Well, he smacked it well. That's good to see. He really worked the count, saw a lot of pitches, and then won the at-bat. I mean, that's almost impossible to catch. That ball was ripped.
And they give him a base hit. 2-out single for Perdomo. Here is Arenado.
The guy you want to have up with guys on base right now.
273 and 6 homers, returning to Colorado. Nolan was kept out of the hit column yesterday, which came after he was on base 5 times in the opener Friday night. He doubled in the 7th inning and set a new career high with 4 walks in that game.
He was really seeing the ball and feeling very comfortable at the plate.
Nolan has hit 359 career home runs. His next homer will be 360, which will tie him with Gary Gaetti for 10th most all time by third baseman. Can't think of a better place to do that than right here, right now. He's 3rd on the all-time Coors Field home runs list behind Todd Helton and Larry Walker. He's hit 139 home runs in this ballpark.
He's really had a nice career even up to this point. He's not slowing down.
He's speeding up.
He really is. He's as good right now as we've ever seen him.
Other than Vargas, he's been their most consistent hitter. Lorenzen getting a lot of ground balls here. And Castro goes to Julian for the force on Perdomo. Michael Soroka coming up from Colorado. Well, if you're just joining us, you're here right on time. An hour and 45-minute rain delay, and we are in the bottom of the first inning at Coors Field. With right-hander Michael Soroka on the mound. Your Y-Refi starting pitcher stats. 5-2 in his first 8 starts with the Diamondbacks. And Michael has held the opponent to 2 earned runs or less in 6 of those 8 starts.
He is really throwing the ball well. He just had that one little hiccup. But the big thing for him in this lineup are the lefties. And they're throwing 7 lefties in this lineup. And so lefties have been hitting .309 against them this year, about 100 points higher than the righties. So that's one aspect of this game that he's going to have to be able to command.
This can at times be a left-hand heavy Rockies lineup, beginning with the leadoff hitter. Edouard Julien, the second baseman, takes a strike. Julien back in the leadoff spot, 237, a couple of home runs, just under 40 games this year. His first season with the Rockies after 3 years with the Minnesota Twins, acquired in January. 0 for 4 as the leadoff hitter Friday night. Line to center, Waldschmidt. Did he get it? He got it. Ryan Waldschmidt has done it again. A sinking liner to center on that wet grass out there after the rain delay, and he grabbed it just in time.
Such a tough play for an outfielder. It's hit right at him. He's got to come in and dive forward to catch that ball. What a great athletic play that was. My goodness.
Wow. He has just been a sensation out there.
Unbelievable.
Oh, it's been fun to watch. Looks like he's been here for years. And hopefully will be. Mickey Moniak, the left fielder, bats second. Another big left-hand bat right away for Soroka. The cutter's a strike. 307. Moniak leads the National League in OPS.
You might see Soroka throw a lot more cutters than he normally does if he's not getting a good feel of that slurve.
Moniak pops it up. Vargas calling everyone off. And he's got it for the second out as we get a look around the diamond at the D-back defense. That's brought to us by CarShield.
Yeah, Gurriel out in left field. We kind of overlook him a little bit. He's got a great arm out there. We saw him make a great play yesterday. Coming in, pop-up slide, getting that ball into second base. I mean, he's really made some nice plays, and that's because he's got really good instincts out there.
And for me, Candy, it's also that he's moving around out there so well coming off that knee surgery last September. Hunter Goodman, the DH. He was the catcher the first 2 games. But it's just too good a hitter to leave out of their lineup for Warren Schaefer. 253, 11 homers.
Yeah, they got to keep his bat in the lineup. It's not a lineup that scores a lot of runs, so they can't really afford to take any of their prominent hitters out of there.
Of course, Goodman's homer off Merrill Kelly, Colorado's only run in Friday's opener. There has never been a series in the history of this ballpark of at least 3 games with 1 or fewer combined home runs. If no one hits a home run today, and I grant that that's a big if, they'll set an all-time Coors Field record.
That is crazy.
It is crazy.
I mean, this is a launching pad almost every time we come in here.
It's significantly cooler than it was the first 2 games. I'm not sure if that'll play into it or not after the rain delay. Temps in the low 60s. There's that cutter again. Goodman didn't bite. It's 3-1. The rookie Rumfield in the cleanup spot on deck.
Careful with this pitch here. Beautiful pitch. Boy, he dotted the outside corner.
This is exactly what Torey Lovullo, Candy, hinted at with us in his office today. Don't get all hung up on the slurve. He's got other pitches too. And boy, he dotted that sinker right there.
Well, that's one thing to just kind of watch. You know, normally when his slurve is on, he racks up the punch outs, but it might not work effectively. That one, that's a second slurve that he's thrown that is yanked way off the plate down and away.
I know you were concerned about how that pitch would behave at this elevation. 2 out walk.
Yeah, and I think he learned an awful lot when he was in the bullpen, getting loose and throwing it. Well, we'll see, but it might be a little bit more cutter heavy in this game.
Since the start of last year, no pitcher in the majors has more strikeouts with a slurve than Soroka. That's his big pitch, so he might have to come up with plan B, C, and D here today. TJ Rumfield, the first baseman, the rookie, looks at the ball. There's another cutter. And that seems to be a recurrent theme here. Rumfield, 274, leads the Rockies in hits this year. Hit third in the lineup yesterday, singled home a run and walked. 0 for 4 Friday. Another cut fastball.
I think once you show that you're throwing strikes, this lineup just gets ultra aggressive. We saw that very early in the game against Merrill.
They don't take a lot of walks. That was the slurve, and it didn't quite slurve.
Yeah, that's about 3 of them. He's yanked 2 of them to righties, and that one to the left, he kind of cast it out there. Didn't really have the break that he wanted. He's trying to find it.
Yep. Looked like Erod yesterday trying to find stuff. And boy, he gutted that out to get him into the 6th inning last night with little or nothing. Pretty impressive performance.
Previous pitch, foul ball, catcher is challenging.
A challenge from Gabriel Moreno, says Nick Marley, the plate umpire. We're seeing earlier and earlier challenges from some Diamondbacks, Candy, and that one was a good one.
Pitch is strike.
I think Gabby looked at Soroka. Soroka was a little like, where was that ball? And Gabby tapped his head really quick and got the call.
You got to challenge it within 2 seconds. It's got to be nearly immediate. So now a 2-2 count on run field. Hunter Goodman down there at first. Asked Torey Lovullo, what do you want to see from Soroka today? He said, establish that fastball and start ripping the secondary stuff. Goodman takes off. Shattered the bat. It's way up in the netting, and Perdomo quickly pounces on it. But boy, that was a spear headed into the stands. Thank goodness for the netting over there behind the Colorado dugout. Another web gem from Ryan Waldschmidt, the rookie in center field. We played one in Colorado, just underway, no score. Diamondbacks and the Rockies.
Jody Jackson back here at Coors Field, top of the second. Guys, it's beautiful down here now that we know about the big storm that came in. It was almost a full 2-hour delay. And so I asked the guys, what were they doing? Ryan Thompson, he was in there kind of rolling out the muscles and staying warmed up. And then, you know, Juan Murillo told me they were watching a little bit of soccer. The guys love to watch soccer. Barcelona was leading. And then, you know, Ildemaro Vargas came bouncing out here at 2:25. He was the first guy out here in the dugout. I said, what'd you do, Vargy? I took a little nap. So, anything to pass the time.
It wasn't too bad, 145. It looked like the world was ending here for a while. The sky was black, there was lightning, it was raining 1 million gallons a second. But here we are, less than 2 hours later, underway. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. leads off the second against Michael Lorenzen. And Lourdes pops it up. Lights are still on here. Julian fighting the sun up there, and he's got it, sort of, for the first out. This was only 90 minutes ago, believe it or not, and I mean, it was coming down.
I mean, you can barely see. There's no visibility there. Look at the dugout.
Look at that. That's a great shot. Dugouts were flooded. I mean, it was just insane. But here we are. It's Colorado. Just give it a minute, or an hour and 45 minutes. DH is Adrian Del Castillo. Del 195 now, 3 homers. He's hit a little bit of a dry spell, ADC, 2 for 20 in his last 8 games. Flied out as a pinch hitter late in yesterday's game. Chase that changeup. It's a good one from Lorenzen, and it's 0-2. If you're a lefty, you really got to be looking for that pitch against this guy.
You know he's going to throw it. I mean, they all have this information. He's going to throw it a lot. They got the percentages down, but he has such good arm action with it. You might know it's coming, but it doesn't mean you're going to get a great swing on it.
Lorenzen's best effort this year, April 24th, he held the Mets to 1 run in 7 innings, a win at Citi Field. But since then, he's lost all 3 of his starts. And it's been kind of ugly. 13 runs allowed by Lorenzen, all earned in his last 15 1/3 innings. And part of the problem is he's not quite adjusted to this ballpark. It's been a modest sample size so far, 4 starts at Coors Field, but his ERA in this ballpark this year is over 9.5. Dell fouls off a 2-2 four-seam fastball.
Hey fans, if the D-backs hit a home run, you score a free Jumbo Jack at Jack in the Box with the purchase of a large drink.
Nice.
Let's get one.
Well, the curveball that time, he's got every club in the bag, and he's hit all of them so far, Lorenzen. That's his 2nd strikeout.
Oh, just watch the action of it. Boy, it was right there. Very hittable one, too. That's a case, I think, where Dell just kind of got himself out.
Del Castillo, the DH. Gabriel Moreno back behind home plate after the off day yesterday. Gabby, 228 and a home run. He's now had consecutive multi-hit games, Moreno, after going 6 straight games without a base hit. So another guy here who's trending in the right direction. Moreno had a couple of hits, stole a base Wednesday at Texas, and then Friday in the opener here. Single, double, drove in 3 runs.
It's another big bat, especially when you're starting to hit down towards the bottom part of the order, that 6 slot, 7 slot.
They're looking for some length. Sinker up and in. It's ball 3. Jose Fernandez, the start at first base.
Lorenzen doesn't walk a lot of guys. He's less than 3 walks per 9. Doesn't strike a lot of guys out. Just a little over 6 punch outs per 9. He's a guy that's kind of around the plate all the time.
Sort of stayed away from Gabby there. He didn't give him much to hit at all. So a 2-out base runner for Fernandez now. Jose checking in, 274 and 3 home runs. First walk issued by Lorenzen today. And Jose's had a nice series. He's got 3 hits. Had an RBI double in his first at bat Friday. And singled twice and stole a base yesterday. Michael Lorenzen was with Kansas City last year, 7-11, an ERA just over 4.5. Hit the open market this winter. Got a 1-year, $8 million deal in Colorado. And his agent, he said, trying to talk some sense into him, said, you're absolutely insane. What are we doing here? But he wanted to come here and figure out how to pitch at Coors Field. He says he's always been interested in the problem of what's the best way to pitch here. And he has admittedly said he's not figured that out quite yet.
The numbers certainly show that.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to revive his offensive prowess, which he does. And maybe he wants to hit a little bit.
He's a different type of thinker. He's a different cat, Lorenzen. He said he wanted the challenge of pitching in Colorado as another way to grow his understanding of the game of baseball. And he has figured things out so far today. He's got 3 strikeouts through 8 batters, and we are scoreless in Denver.
Backs.com.
I know that the altitude knocks down spin. People talk about it all the time. The slider doesn't break or bend as much, but he can rip that pitch, and he throws it so good. I think you're going to see its effectiveness in this ballpark in any type of climate.
Yeah, I was asking Torey Lovullo earlier today if that slurve would be slurving, and guys, we've seen so far is the fact that it does look a little inconsistent, but it is only 1 inning that he's thrown so far. So again, like any pitcher, are you getting a feel for that pitch, or do you go to the other stuff like you mentioned, Steve and Candy? You talked about the fastball, the cutter. He does have other offerings that can get him through this game if he doesn't regain the feel, but certainly would be great if he could.
Sure would, Jody. We've seen a lot of sinkers and cutters from Michael Soroka so far. There's the 4-seam fastball. So Candy, it seems like he's kind of leaning on the hard stuff a little bit more.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be more hard stuff along with the cutter, maybe not so slurvy heavy.
Yeah.
That's another great pitch down and away.
Change up against the lefty. It's 0-2 on Troy Johnston, who is still looking for his first hit in this series.
Location with the changeup, beautiful, right there, right to Gabby's glove.
Johnston is no slouch. He is batting .316. That is 6th highest batting average in the National League. Picked up in November by the Rockies after the Marlins let him go. Having a terrific season here.
Like the look of that one. That was a nice slurve going to the inside part of the plate. You know, when you talk to Michael Soroka, he's a very intelligent guy.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, he understands, he knows what he needs to do to be able to succeed out there. He's not a guy just going to try to force things.
There's the slurve, and he got a swing and miss with that signature pitch. And that's Soroka's first strikeout. Time now for Engineered to Win, sponsored by Range Rover Sport. And Candy, that's exactly what this Diamondbacks rotation has been lately. Since May 5th, Engineered to Win.
Oh, look at that. 8 quality starts. The starters, they're getting it done right now. And once those guys set the tone of the game, takes a little pressure off the offense, and the bullpen, they have been magnificent also.
Here's Willie Castro now. I want to go back to something you were telling me on the walk back to the hotel yesterday. What a professional start that was. A first-class job by Eduardo Rodriguez yesterday when he basically had nothing. Corbin Carroll, he got it. That's another one. Another sinking liner in this soaking wet outfield. It was Waldschmidt in the first, now Carroll in the second.
2 diving catches already in this game, a sinking line drive. Saw how that ball was just diving downward, and Corbin got there, stayed with it, and even backhanded that ball. He was a little bit indecisive whether he should have his glove open, but he went to the backhand and kept it free.
And Marvin Hudson, the crew chief, is the first base umpire. He wasn't sure for a while, but it was in the glove. Here's the former Diamondback, Jake McCarthy.
Yeah, but getting back to Rodriguez, I mean, it really was. I mean, he really didn't have his A stuff, maybe not even his B stuff yesterday. And he gutted it out, and he tried to find a way, and he found a way to keep his team in the game.
With almost nothing, Erod pitched into the 6th inning, gave up just 3 runs in 5 1/3. And, you know, one more base hit when they had all those chances, the Diamondbacks, and he would have been the winning pitcher yesterday. It was such a professional first-class job. And there are days like that, right? You go out there and, I'm not sure I got anything here today.
And it happens more often than not when you come to a place like this, because everything changes. Your release point changes just a little bit. There's a lot of little adjustments you have to make.
Soroka, we're watching him go through that right now. He goes to the 4-seam fastball, picks up 2 strikeouts and a 9-pitch second. And we go to the 3rd at Colorado. No score.
Diamondbacks.
The defensive side of the ball in general, having Dave McKay as a coach makes that, you want to do right by him and make him proud. And I think the work that we put in every day, is starting to show a little bit.
Well, it showed right there, Tom Candiotti. A tremendous backhand sliding grab in right field.
Oh, that was such a beautiful play. I mean, he got in there. That was a hard one because that was a sinking line drive.
Ryan Waldschmidt had the same catch in the 1st inning, and here's Waldy to lead off the 3rd from the 9 spot. 8 games into his career, he's got 7 hits and 5 runs batted in.
Remember, this outfield right now is soaking wet, and they still made these plays.
And it's still just as big. You got to think that wet grass slows you down too, just a hair. This field took a tremendous amount of water. Hour and 45-minute rain delay just underway now as we start the 3rd. There's patches of blue sky overhead. It's a nice, comfortable afternoon, but mostly cloud cover. The lights have been on here. Not much of a breeze, just a little bit. A little cooler than we've seen over the weekend so far.
Kind of a nice, refreshing day.
This is 59 degrees on the old iPhone. That's the top of the rock pile up there.
Way up there.
3-1 on Ryan Waldschmidt. Short right, backpedaling out there is Rumfield, and he's got it on the edge of the grass. And that's the first out in the 3rd. D-backs fans, you can watch Diamondback games in market live and on demand all year long for just $89.99 a season. This is game 45 today, so we've still got 3/4 of a season left. We'll give you the whole thing for $90. D-backs.tv, presented by Progressive, subject only to national exclusivities. D-backs.tv for all the info. Every game the rest of the year, $89.99. And the beauty of that is, Candy, you can watch it live, or if you're working late, whatever, you can tune in and just start it fresh.
Well, that's what you do when you get home. You rewatch the game, right?
A little bit. Need to see how many mistakes I made. You got to count them.
You know, that doesn't happen.
Oh, yeah. 0-1. Ildemaro Vargas. That's fouled back here, and it's 0-2. Vargas in the leadoff spot. He's at second. No Ketel Marte, as is the model they follow here in this ballpark. Torey Lovello's got it pretty much down to the same formula. Second base one day, DH the next day, off the 3rd day. But Marte is available in some form or fashion off the bench. They got to be careful with those hamstrings here at this elevation.
That's the nice thing of not starting. He gets a rest, and then if need be, you put him into a very critical part of the game, you know, where he can make a difference with that bat.
It's a big secret weapon, as Bob likes to say, coming off the bench. Vargy pokes it behind short. Castro going out. Moniak coming in. And the left fielder able to run it down. All out there in that 2.66 acres.
Moniak's another guy that's got good speed, covers a lot of ground. Of course, McCarthy out there in center field. We all know he can cover a lot of ground.
This ballpark seems like a perfect fit for Jake McCarthy.
It really does, especially his offense.
His speed and the way he hits line drives in the gaps. I mean, Jake doesn't need to hit home runs to be effective, but if he hits line drives in this ballpark, he's going to have a good year.
And he's
having
still
a
running.
good year. He's hitting over 290.
Yeah, and he's still running. Boy, you get a base hit, that's like a double.
8 stolen bases. Big aggressive swing there by Corbin. Corbin a strikeout victim his first time. Lorenzen so far has struck out 3 and walked 1. The only hit, a Geraldo Perdomo single that went right through second baseman Edouard Julien. It's funny, Candy, that the big 3, we've talked about these guys ad nauseum, how they're all off to slow starts. But once the walks start to happen, all 3 guys are going to just soar. And we're seeing that with Marte and with Corbin Carroll.
And it might all happen together.
It seems like it's kind of headed in that direction, isn't it? They're all 3 at the same time kind of figuring out, I should not swing at all those pitches.
Just look at the numbers with Corbin from that last homestand to this road trip. I mean, incredible.
He's hit in 5 straight games, 8 of 9. Got his pitch on 3-1, a fastball, missed it. Corbin walked twice yesterday. And as we mentioned earlier, he's now drawn 8 walks in the last 9 games. And the batting average, the production's going up with it. Full count, 3-2. Here's another base on balls for Corbin Carroll. The trend continues. That was not close from Lorenzen, a 2-out walk.
I think Corbin's finding another weapon in his offensive game. Draw those base on balls, and a lot like McCarthy, as we were talking about, Corbin can steal a base in a second. Turn a walk into a double.
He got thrown out by Hunter Goodman behind the plate yesterday, the first caught stealing of the year for Corbin. Perdomo has their only hit. It's the second straight inning that Lorenzen has issued a 2-out walk. Last one was stranded when Jose Fernandez struck out to win the second. Remember, Goodman, who's fired off some terrific throws from behind the plate, is the DH today. And they've got the backup out there. That's Brett Sullivan.
Really not known for his defense. Kind of an average defender.
They really like the way he handles the pitchers here.
And that is a key for a backup catcher.
Especially when they're trying to develop a pitching staff. They have, of course, had the youngster Braxton Fulford, but they like Sullivan's experience a little bit more. Sinker wasn't there. Nice take by Jerry. It's ball 2. And with Sullivan, they like the way he handles the pitchers. He's athletic. He's a left-hand bat. And so he won the backup job coming out of spring training. Boy, Perdomo now staying patient up there. 2-out walk to Corbin. Now a 3-ball count to Perdomo. Arenado would be next. 20th pitch of the inning right here.
Yeah, such a great approach. You got Lorenzen, who's kind of a corner pitcher anyway, if he's missing.
Check on Carroll, 3-1.
You'd think that he'd be running right here.
Perdomo's only hit was a 103-mile-an-hour ground ball. He's going to let that one go. Back-to-back 2-out walks from Lorenzen, who, as you said, Candy, is not a guy that walks very many batters.
He really doesn't. There's less than 3 walks per 9. But that's two great at-bats by Carroll and Perdomo.
And a chance for Arenado. See if he can unload here. Remember the Diamondbacks yesterday were miserable with runners in scoring position. Lost a lot of chances. They had multiple base runners on a whole bunch of innings, but finished with only 2 runs. Corbin Carroll at second, Geraldo Perdomo at first. Arenado, first pitch, it's into left. Moniak won't get there. Here comes Corbin, an RBI for Nolan Arenado, and it's 1-0 Diamondbacks.
Well, Nolan got a slider that's a little bit on the inside part of the plate, and he didn't hit this ball particularly hard at all, but he got it in the right place, and that big outfield, it drops in, and of course with 2 outs, Corbin's going to score easily. That ball was inside. You see Sullivan sitting up outside. Lorenz had missed his target, and he just blooped it into left field.
So the back-to-back 2-out walks come back to bite the Rocky right-hander. A chance now for Lourdes to pad that lead. Lourdes lines one to left. J.R. House going to wave. Perdomo. Moniak with a throw home. It's cut off, and it's 2-0 Diamondbacks.
Oh, this with 2 outs.
4 in a row have reached. 2 runs are home.
Big hit. 2 big hits for the Diamondbacks now with guys in scoring position.
Boy, both guys candy on these last 2 RBI hits. Swung at the first pitch.
Well, that was right there, too. A little bit down where he likes the ball. Curveball didn't have a lot of break to it and just leveled it. Line shot.
So both 2-out walks have scored. RBIs for Arenado and Gurriel. And the DH is up now. It's Adrian Del Castillo trying to keep this 2-out rally going.
2 2-out walks have scored. That's a way
that.
to capitalize on that.
You cannot walk batters in this ballpark. Bud Black said that, I think, 1,000,000 times in 10 years.
He's still dreaming that.
That's how the solo homers become 3-run homers. Still trying to hit one right there. That's the curveball from Lorenzen. Long inning for the Rocky right-hander. Arenado at second, Gurriel at first.
Changeup.
Yeah, he's getting all off speed.
Yeah.
This will be the 25th pitch of the inning for Lorenzen, who's at 60 now through 2 2/3. Yeah, just keep fishing with that changeup. He gets his 4th strikeout, but back-to-back 2-out walks come back to bite him. RBIs from Arenado and Gurriel. It's 2-0 Diamondbacks.
And insurance brokers.
Well, Michael Soroka coming in that second inning looked like he found his release point. Look at that ball break downward. That was a great pitch. Again, he gets it inside. That was a line drive. The Court made a play. And then right there, that hard fastball cutter up in the zone. Strikes out Jake McCarthy. So little by little, I think he's getting the feel, especially for that slurve.
The hard stuff has been the primary pitches, the sinker, the cutter, the 4-seam. Kyle Karros leads off the Rocky third. And there's the fastball for a strike. Karros has a pair of hits in the series. He doubled and scored in yesterday's game. Soroka now with a 2-0 lead. There's a weak ground ball backhanded at shortstop by Perdomo. And there's a quick out in the third.
Love to get those quick outs. That's a good fastball, a little bit inside, tied him up, and a ground ball to his shortstop.
5 in a row retired by Soroka. Brett Sullivan, the catcher, bats 9th for Colorado. Just talking about Sullivan a moment ago. Won the backup job coming out of Salt River. Got the initial roster spot behind Hunter Goodman. We saw some of the youngster Braxton Fulford last year. He's at Albuquerque after a rookie season this year. And another first pitch fastball for strike 1.
When Soroka is on, he pounds the strike zone. He gets a lot of first pitch strikes. He's constantly 1 and 2.
Way up high, short right. Vargas calling everybody off. Now he gives way to Corbin. And 2 quick outs in the third for Soroka. A reminder, fans, stick around after the game against these Rockies. Coming up on Friday, for a post-game fireworks show set to the music of My Chemical Romance and Jimmy Eat World. I'm told those are musical groups. Get your tickets now at dbacks.com. I'm kidding, of course. That's this Friday. Those guys are good.
They're great.
Yeah, just having a little fun. Edouard Julien lined out to center to lead off the game for Colorado on a tremendous sliding grab by Ryan Walshman.
I love how he just comes out there. That's 5, 6 guys in a row now. He's retired.
Yep.
Coming right at guys.
Ever since the 2-out walk to Goodman.
Drops that slur right on the back door.
I think you're right, Candy. He's picked it up. He's found what he
Yeah.
needs to find. Took about an inning and a half.
Yeah, that's typical of pitching here at Coors Field.
I don't doubt it. Diamondbacks have not won a road series since the middle of April a month ago when they took 2 of 3 at Baltimore. They can win this series with a win here today. Get back to within a game of 500. 2-2. Yeah, that's the slur of not biting on that one.
A little bit too far. It looks like he yanked that one. He had a good break to it, though. I think the only pitcher that's ever figured out how to pitch here is Merrill Kelly.
Boy, that was a clinic.
I mean, from the get-go.
Yep, sure was. This is leaking over to the seats and left and out of play. Julien's a guy they will hope get going. He got hot end of April. Had 13 hits over a 7-game streak, but since then his offense has really dried up. Last 13 games, he's 3 for 36. It's a guy they acquired in the offseason, said they were intrigued by the bat. There's the cut fastball. Michael Soroka with his 3rd strikeout. He set down 7 straight and holds a 2-0 lead. You're watching Arizona Diamondbacks baseball. It's presented by Progressive. Bet365 gives us a look around the league. Munetaka Murakami homered twice, drove in 3 runs. He's at it again. As the White Sox beat up on the Cubbies 8-3 last night, his first career multi-homer game. Remember, he homered twice at Chase Field back in April. And Candy, it's funny, he only got a 2-year deal coming over from Japan. It seemed like a lot of folks said, well, I don't know about where you put him defensively, kind of strikes out a lot. Nobody was really sure, but the White Sox stepped up, and boy, they have scored with Murakami.
Yeah, White Sox knew something. But yeah, he is a force.
And they won again today in extra innings. White Sox putting together something over there. Group of youngsters they like a lot. Gabby leads off the 4th against Lorenzen, who is at 61 pitches through 3. He's walked 3, struck out 4. Moreno walked back in the 2nd. And that one is throw. Gabby Lane is open. Julien with a diving attempt. It gets into right center. And it's a leadoff single for Moreno.
Oh, love to see that. When Gabby lets that ball travel and just slashes it the other way. When he gets that going, that's when that average is going to shoot up.
Somebody out there's got to make a Gabby Lane t-shirt. That needs to happen.
Yeah, it does.
We're going to put the call out right now. If you're a t-shirt person, Gabby Lane t-shirts.
That should be a giveaway.
Leave the design up to you. There's a lot of room over there now with Jose Fernandez at the plate.
Going to have the 4 Beatles up there along with Gabby, right? As part of the group. Gabby Lane, Abby Lane.
Well, see, look at you.
See?
That's a good idea. Popped up the bunt attempt. Lorenzen, no play at second. Close at first. And they got him. Marvin Hudson over there. Looked like Rumfield was able to keep his foot on the bag.
Well, Lorenzen's a really, really good athlete.
Yeah.
And it almost cost him right there, thinking he might be able to get the lead runner.
No challenge from Torey Lovello.
And he had a double pump, and it almost cost him.
I remember Lorenzen for a while was playing center field in Cincinnati. So Fernandez just barely out on the sacrifice. RBI chance for Waldy, who looks at a strike. He popped out his first time. Gabby Lane, that's good work out of you.
That, huh?
Pretty impressed.
I had that album.
Everybody did, right? Paul is dead. Just don't play it backwards.
That's right.
Waldy's hit in 4 straight games now. Had a 2-run single, picked up his first stolen base Friday, walked and singled in yesterday's game. There were big at bats by Waldschmidt yesterday. He walked in the 7th when they were trying to get something going. Had a 1-out single in the 9th ahead of Marte and Carroll. You thought, okay, here we go. It just didn't materialize, but boy, he has been a vital link out of this 9 spot. Checks on the slider, and it's 2-2.
He loves hitting that ball to the opposite gap. This would be a perfect time to do it.
Moreno at second with the 1 out. 2-2 on Ryan Waldschmidt. Waldy hits a fly ball to left center. Way back there, way back, and look at Moniak run it down out there. Moreno has to go all the way back to the bag. He hit it to the deepest part of this ballpark. Otherwise, that's his first big league homer.
He's almost had a couple almost his first big league homer, but you're right. That's probably about 390 feet or so and run down by Moniak.
I mean, it's 390 in the alley. That's about as deep into the corner as you're going to get here. 415 to straightaway center, but there's a lot of room out there.
See that uppercut swing and just didn't get quite enough of it.
And Gabby was basically standing at third base when Moniak caught that, thinking it was going to drop, so he had to run back to second. Could not advance. 2 down now for Vargas, who's 0 for 2. If you're a right-hand batter and you want to go the other way with authority, this is the ballpark for you. It's got that high wall out there, but it's not too far in right field.
Normally the ball really shoots that way too.
Yeah.
Like a wind tunnel.
It's funny, I'm trying to think of how many times we've seen Waldschmidt hit the ball to his pull side. I can't think of very many.
Not too many.
He's got such a great middle of the field approach.
All he has to do is keep hitting the ball hard like that. Good things are going to happen.
Oh, for sure. He's been a tremendous addition. 2 strikes on Vargas. Ildemaro dunks it into center. Here comes Moreno. Ildemaro Vargas is at it again. It's 3-0 Diamondbacks.
Boy, hitting with runners in scoring position. Another one. Just a little dunk out towards center field. Great swing, great result.
They have 3 RBI singles in the ball game. All 3 have come with 2 outs.
Backbreakers. Oh, what a nice approach. Didn't try to pull this ball, went right with it. Just hit it where it was pitched.
So Moreno, after the leadoff single, able to come home. Corbin walked and scored in the 3rd. He's 0 for 1. So Lorenzen in the 3rd issued back-to-back 2-out walks, then gave up back-to-back 2-out RBI hits. And it's another 2-out RBI hit here in the 4th. And the pitch count is getting up there.
Lorenzen, the 3rd time through the order this year, hitters are hitting .465 against them with an 1187 OPS. So they have really gotten to him the 3rd time through.
Corbin getting into an advantage count. It's 2-0. Lands the sinker. Fly ball field. Corbin Carroll way back, and it's gone. That's number 6 for Corbin, and it's 5-0 Diamondbacks. With the walks will come the power, Tom Candiotti.
That's right, stay hot. Well, he worked the count again, and the 4th pitch of that at bat, he just capitalized as he just mashed this ball over that right center field wall.
Just the 2nd home run hit by either team in this series, the 1st for the Diamondbacks. And that's the 6th for Corbin, way out of here to right center. Perdomo hits it on the ground. Rumfield will take it. And Lorenzen's out of the 4th, but the damage is done. They got 2 in the 3rd, 3 home in the 4th. Corbin Carroll gives this one a ride. A mile high, and it's 5-0 Diamondbacks. Well, Michael Soroka hasn't quite solved Coors Field yet, but he's working on it. A 5-0 lead. He's only at 36 pitches through 3. StatCast powered by Google Cloud.
Yeah, check out the red. You know, those are the 4-seam fastballs. He's using those up in the zone, way up there. He got one of the strikeouts, but you can kind of see where the balls are going that he's throwing.
He's only got 1 out with a slurve.
Yeah, and right now he hasn't even given up a hit.
He's had other places to go. He's walked 1. He struck out 3. Mickey Moniak leads it off for Colorado. He didn't get all of this one. Corbin Carroll's got it. Another quick out for Michael Soroka. Corbin Carroll, a home run, 431 feet, his 6th of the year. It's a Jumbo Jack. Free Jumbo Jack tomorrow for you at Jack in the Box with the purchase of a large drink.
Courtesy of Corbin Carroll.
8 consecutive set down by Soroka. Here's Hunter Goodman, who walked in the 1st. I got a stat for you. Nate the Great has been over there with his calculator and stuff, doing stuff. He's got a slide rule over there. I don't know what he's doing, but he came up with this. This is to your point earlier. So far in this series, Rockies hitters have walked only twice.
That's it.
2 walks in nearly 3 full games.
Secret to pitching in this ballpark, and you nailed it a couple times.
What is it? I forgot what I said.
Don't walk.
Oh, don't walk.
No walks in this stadium. And the pitching staff's done a great job.
And you got to get traffic on the bases if you're the offensive team, because that's how the solo homers become 3-run shots, and then it's 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 nothing.
Yeah, that happened right in the 3rd inning for the D-backs.
Exactly.
2 2-out walks.
Good point. They both scored. All 5 of their runs against Lorenzen, in fact, have come with 2 outs. Goodman was one of the 2 walks in this series. He walked in the 1st. Got a lot of swing and miss. Good cutter there. It's 3-2.
That really was a great cutter. That thing starts over the middle of the plate, takes off away. I think Goodman was sitting on fastball, pulled off of that.
I hear that a lot for guys that are trying to get people off their fastball. Try a cutter.
It's an easy pitch to learn how to throw, and once you master it, you're going to fall in love with it.
It's got just enough movement to keep it off that bat barrel.
Yeah, just enough.
But it looks like your fastball. That was it right there, back to back. And Soroka set down 9 straight. He's punched out 4.
It's hard, so the hitters don't have much time to react to it. When they're thinking fastball, they see fastball out of the hand, and then all of a sudden it takes off as it gets up to the hitting area.
Oh, that was a good shot of it right there.
Perfect.
That little extra movement on it, or cut, hence the name. TJ Rumfield grounded out. That smacked into the right field corner. Rumfield jumped on that one. A first pitch cutter. And he's into 2nd with a double. That's the first hit for Colorado.
You know, that's the difference of throwing a cutter to a lefty and a righty. The righty, you want to let it ride out over the plate and off the plate. The lefties, if you leave it over the plate, that ball's coming right into the barrel of their bat. So you got to make sure you get that in on their hands. If you don't, that's what's going to happen.
101 off the bat of TJ Rumfield, the rookie, a 2-out double. Snaps a stretch of 9 consecutive retired by Michael. And here is Troy Johnston, who struck out his first time. Johnston came in hitting .316, 6th in the National League. And he dunks one up the line. That is a fair ball. It bounces into the corner. Rumfield coming home. Johnston has an RBI double. It's back-to-back two-out hits now for the Rockies.
Yeah, this time was a slurve. It's actually a pretty good pitch, but it might not have had the sharpness to the break. But he went down and got this ball. Probably would have been called a ball. It's down and in. And he just got enough of it and dropped it down the right field line.
Both those guys, Candy, coming up against Soroka. Rumfield and Johnston jumped on the first pitch. Back-to-back doubles.
Did not wait around, both off-speed pitches.
Willie Castro lined out to right. Corbin Carroll made a tremendous sliding catch. Castro started shortstop today. And he takes a hack at a first pitch changeup.
Great call by Gabby. First pitch changeup. Get him out front.
Is that the kind of thing where you go, all right, they're getting aggressive early, let's throw something soft up there?
Let's throw something soft.
Sure enough, Castro bit for strike one.
That's just an intelligent catcher, just recognizing what's going on. This call by Gabby.
Not a play with a slurve there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Willie Castro. He's got 2 hits in this series. He singled in his first 2 times up as the leadoff hitter yesterday. Veteran switch hitter.
Boy, almost got him. Little foul tip.
Funny that he got those cutters in there. Now he's starting to go some of the other stuff after those 2 cutters got hit hard. Back-to-back slurves.
I think you can go either fastball up in the zone or go to that changeup down and away.
It's all soft here to Castro. This is well hit. Deep left center. Waldschmidt on the dead run. Ryan Waldschmidt won't get there, and it one hops the wall. 3 consecutive 2-out doubles for the Rockies. That time, Candy, they went back to the fastball, and Castro got it.
Yeah, I think the changeup, would have been the right call on that, but the fastball was right there. The location probably wasn't the location that Gabby wanted. And he just hits it high, but this ball just drifted to almost the deepest part out in left center field, right in front of the 390 mark, and it bounced over.
Ryan Kaplan out there, the pitching coach, to kind of calm the waters. Soroka had retired 9 straight. He had not given up a base hit in the ball game until 3 consecutive 2-out doubles. We need a laugh here. Let's go to Tim Hovick and Santan Ford.
Man, these are some great seats. They're your seats, Tim. Oh, I guess that explains it.
Popcorn sounds good right about there.
Yeah.
Boy, Soroka was in complete command, Candy, and suddenly 3 straight 2-out doubles ahead of Jake McCarthy.
Yeah, that's a good visit by Kaplan. I mean, 2 outs, nobody on. And you got those lefties coming up, and they got him. You got to end this inning here.
First 3 hits of the game for Colorado. McCarthy struck out to end the second his first time up today. Arenado went on the grass at third. He did offer, says James Jean. It's strike 1. McCarthy red hot right now. He's become a corner piece in this offensive puzzle for Colorado. 375 in his last 18 games, and yes, he offered.
He's been punching everything the other way this whole series.
It's kind of always been his game. And as we know, there's all kinds of room out there. Traded from the Diamondbacks to the Rockies in January, Jake McCarthy. Diamondbacks in return got minor league pitcher Josh Groves, who was just honored for his recent work as a starter at AA Amarillo. He's pitched well in the Texas League. Another arm in the system for the Diamondbacks. Waldschmidt shaded over toward left center. 2-1 is way outside. A slurve that didn't slurve. 3 balls and a strike. Soroka not out of this mess yet.
Got a right-hander on deck, and Kyle Caros. Don't have to give him something good to hit here.
Perdomo's got it. They strand Castro, but 3 straight 2-out doubles hit Colorado 2 runs. We go to the 5th, a 5-2 lead for the Diamondbacks. Nolan Arenado's going to lead it off. The former Rocky is back in town.
Than a window store.
Set for the 5th inning here in the finale with the Rockies. Diamondbacks had a 5-0 lead. Colorado has answered back with 2 in the bottom of the 4th. And now Nolan Arenado, the former Rocky, leads off the 5th against Michael Lorenzen.
All right, they're really starting to figure Lorenzen out. They got 5 runs off him already, but that last inning, they were hitting the ball hard.
Lorenzen has walked 3, struck out 4. All 5 runs for the Diamondbacks have come with 2 outs. Arenado trying to split the gap in right center, but McCarthy gets over there. And he's got it just shy of the bullpen. It's a quick out for Lorenzen.
Nolan must have been looking for fastball, jumped it, got it, but that ball was a little bit down, a little bit away, didn't get quite all the barrel on it.
He hit his RBI single in the 3rd inning in the first pitch, so he swung at the first pitch again against Lorenzen, as did Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Arenado and Gurriel back-to-back 2-out singles in the 3rd. Diamondbacks had a 2-0 lead. They added 3 more in the 4th. RBI single by Eldemaro Vargas and a 2-run home run by Corbin Carroll. Gurriel hits a high fly ball. It's on its way to left field, and this one is gone. It's the first of the year for Lourdes Gurriel, and the Diamondbacks answer right back.
Never a doubt on this one. A changeup that he just turned around. Full extension on it, and boy, did he hit that ball hard.
379. Got up in that wind. There's a little bit of a breeze blowing out that way, but I'm not sure Lourdes needed that one.
I mean, a 36-degree launch angle, so that ball went up, and that's where that light air, it just travels, and then got over the wall.
The first for Lourdes, and it's 6-2. They get one of those runs back. There's a strike to Del Castillo. Some Pena power.
Yeah.
Strike oppose.
Is Vargas never not happy?
If you were him hitting 338, you'd be happy too.
Oh, man.
Del has struck out twice, getting a lot of off speed from Lorenzen. And he's been chasing a lot. He's punched out his first 2 times up. There's another curveball, and it's 1-2.
Change-ups, curveballs, anything that spins.
Well, showed him a couple of fastballs to start it off, but went right back to that breaking pitch. Didn't chase. Nice take right there. Lorenzen tried higher than high with that fastball that time. Moreno, who has walked, singled, and scored on deck.
Right back to the change.
Lorenzen approaching 90 pitches here in the 5th inning. Well, he got Dell for the 3rd time. Slider that time. 5 strikeouts for Lorenzen, and there's 2 down in the 5th. June 1st is the date, fans. D-backs will host Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers at Chase Field. It's a 4-game visit for the boys in blue, and you can be there with us. Get your tickets for the matchup right now at dbacks.com. It all starts June 1st, sponsored by Fry's. Ohtani hit one off the netting. And see that home run he hit yesterday? Kind of rolled around out there.
Yep. Got caught up in that netting, fell down.
Moreno's had a good day so far. Gabby's walked, singled, scored. Diamondbacks have scored now in 3 consecutive innings, 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, 1 home here in the 5th, and the bullpen will get busy for Colorado. Blas Castano just recalled today from AAA Albuquerque. His 2nd stint on the active roster. Is getting loose. Seems like nearly every day the Rockies, Candy, make a roster move to put a fresh bullpen arm back there. And Castaño is the latest guy. They picked him up at the end of April off waivers from Seattle.
You almost have to do that. You're forced to do that here when you're going through a pitching staff the way they go through it.
The Albuquerque shuttle.
Yeah.
Should have taken a left at Albuquerque.
Years ago, they used to have their AAA at Colorado Springs.
Yeah, that seemed to make sense, right?
Yeah, it's pretty close. That was a big time. That was a bus ride.
So there he is, getting loose. Seattle let him go April 21st. Rockies picked him up. Blas Castano. Gabby going the other way again for another base hit. It bounces in front of Johnston. And Moreno's been aboard all 3 times he's been up.
Oh, some good at bats by Gabby. My goodness, this is a beautiful swing on a ball that was down and away. I mean, that's the only thing you can do as a hitter, is to blister a ball that way. From the side, look at his head. He's just trying to shoot it that way.
Well, if we follow the script, there should be another run coming. Diamondbacks got their first 5 runs, all with 2 outs against Lorenzen. And now Moreno has a 2-out single ahead of Jose Fernandez. Now you wonder if Lorenzen's going to survive this 5th.
Up there, 96 pitches.
Jose 3 hits in the series. There goes Moreno. Throw from Sullivan is high, and Gabby sneaks in there. He'll head for 3rd. Throw sailed on Brett Sullivan back there. 2nd stolen base for Moreno, and he's at 3rd base now with 2 outs.
I don't think Sullivan really even wanted to throw that ball. It looked like, because he didn't see anyone covering 2nd base. Well, watch what happens. He comes in, and there's he's way behind. He never got himself in front of the runner so he could take a throw.
Julian at 2nd.
And you see the hand up there? Like, where were you?
Dude.
You got to get in front of the bag.
Dude, where's my car? 2-0 on Fernandez. Gabby at 3rd now. He walked in the 2nd. Singleton scored in the 4th. Singleton stole a base now in the 5th. Gabriel Moreno. 20th pitch of this inning from Lorenzen. He's had some long innings here today. Sinker lands for a strike. It's 2-2. And Jose Fernandez is going to challenge. How about this? He must be convinced he's right.
Ooh. The whole ball was in the strike zone.
Yeah, that was.
That's not going to make Torrey happy there.
There'll be a discussion about that.
Yeah.
Understandable. He's thinking he wants to get Gabby home from 3rd. Just looking for an extra pitch. Full count now, 3-2. 100 pitches for Michael Lorenzen. It has been a workmanlike effort. 58 strikes.
I mean, every inning's kind of been a struggle for him.
Yep. 3-2 to Jose Fernandez. High chopper foot races on. Carroll's from 3rd, and Jose's safe. Moreno's home. It's another 2-out run and a 7-2 Diamondback lead. Once that thing got up that high, it was over.
That was the old Maury Wills chop up
Nice.
off the plate. No one's going to get him. He runs fast.
And that's going to be it for Michael Lorenzen. Warren Schaefer will go to his bullpen. 7 runs for the Diamondbacks. 6 came with 2 outs against Lorenzen. His day is done. We're back from Denver in a moment.
Come clean about everything else.
Welcome back to Coors Field. Got a bit of a late start if you're just joining us. Hour 45-minute monsoon delay. And we finally did get underway. And look at Jose Fernandez get up that line.
Oh, he was going quick. Karros, quick delivery over to first base, but nowhere even close to being on time. Look at him go. That is straight sprinter speed.
Well, he is step for step with Corbin Carroll in terms of feet per second. And Ryan Waldschmidt will try to keep this going. Waldy 0 for 2. He gets first look at the new pitcher for the Rockies. This is Blas Castaño, making only his second major league appearance. He made his major league debut last season with Seattle. One relief appearance. Mariners let him go in April, and the Rockies have picked him up. Recalled from their AAA club at Albuquerque earlier today. And he's ahead of Waldschmidt 0-2.
Yeah, little guy, he lets it go. He's putting everything he has into that fastball.
Listed at 5'10", 162 pounds. Blas Castaño. Quick move over there. Fernandez back in time. He's throwing all hard stuff to Waldy, sinker, four-seam. Generally lives 94, 95 in terms of velocity. There goes Fernandez. Waldy takes the pitch, and Jose is in there with no throw. Fernandez with his 5th stolen base.
No contest.
That was a Dave McKay time the pitcher.
It was. No contest at all. He just had a great jump, and with that great speed, that was an easy stolen base.
RBI chance now for Waldschmidt. 2-2 with 2 outs. Waldy fouled through. Diamondbacks have out-hit Colorado 9-3. They lead at 7-2. They've scored now crooked numbers in 3 consecutive innings.
It's turning into being one of those Coors Field games.
Don't say that, because that means the other team's going to come back at some point.
Well, we'll take a 15-2.
Good sweeper right there. Gets the strikeout. 4 runs for the Diamondbacks. Lourdes goes long ball, his first of the year. And then Jose Fernandez with the infield single. In the 5th in Colorado, it's 7-2 D-backs.
Take Zyzol at night.
Big outfield here in Colorado. D-back defenders covering all of it. It's our Chaz Roberts, air conditioning and plumbing. Cool plays of the game. Ryan Waldschmidt in the 1st. And how about Corbin Carroll in the 2nd? Backhanded.
One diving, one sliding. Great plays.
Our Chaz Roberts, air conditioning and plumbing. Cool plays of the game. 55 pitches through 4 for Michael Soroka. Kyle Karros leads off the Colorado 5th. And right now, Michael Soroka, Candy, has thrown 15 of 17 first pitch strikes.
Just pounding the strike zone. I mean, this is, kind of the way he goes, too. He loves getting ahead. He's always ahead, it seems like 1 and 2. I love him to be in that count.
Marvin Hudson said Karros didn't go. It's 1 ball and 1 strike on Karros, who grounded out his first time. That lands for a strike as we check in with Jody Jackson. Jody.
Guys, I was talking to Ryan Waldschmidt earlier today about playing in this big outfield, and he said, I'm really standing pretty deep. That's the way we're positioned, and a lot of these balls, though, have been coming in on. We saw that all throughout the series so far. Lourdes Gurriel yesterday, Waldschmidt, and Carroll.
Karros splits the gap. Waldy over to cut it off. Karros will have to stop at first base, and nice job there by Ryan Waldschmidt to get to that one. And it's a long single for Carroll.
Yeah, it looked like that ball was going to penetrate that left center field gap, and a nice jump that time by Waldschmidt. Watch, it just goes. He gets over there, and the angle he takes is deep enough to cut it off, get it back in, and freeze Karros at first base.
First time today the Rockies have had the leadoff man aboard in an inning. Brett Sullivan, the catcher, bats 9th, takes a strike. Another first pitch strike from Soroka. Sullivan flied out his first time. Colorado had 3 consecutive 2-out doubles in the 4th against Soroka. That's how they got their runs. That's yours. I think you got a shot at this.
Pretty close,
Just
actually.
missed.
Pretty close.
That was about as close as we get here. You're supposed to be able to field your position, Mr. Pitcher.
I'll let it go. The shortstop's behind me.
Always smarter. 0-2. There's the slurve, and it gets the strikeout. Swing and miss for Soroka. That's his 5th strikeout. As we get this from AZ 529.
Knock it out of the park when saving for your child's future educational needs. Open an AZ 529 Education Savings Plan today at az529.gov.
1 walk, 5 punch outs for Soroka. Edouard Julien has lined out on that terrific catch by Waldschmidt and struck out. He's 0 for 2. And another Soroka first pitch strike.
I think he's in a good little rhythm and tempo right now. That's coming out of his hand nice. I think he's got the feel for his slurve. The cutter's been really effective for him. Gabby's on the same page with him.
And Candy, I think what stands out about Michael today is that the slurve has sort of, in a sense, been a complementary pitch and not the main course.
Yeah, 100%. Early in the game, we saw him struggle with it just a little bit, and he went cutter heavy.
Yeah,
and then he's kind of finding it. Now he's using both of them now.
But midway through the second, it seemed like he kind of got his feet under him. All right, I understand what I got here, and let's go. Called strike there on Julien. It's 1-2. Soroka, of course, coming off that gem at Texas to open this road trip. He was dominant, 6 1/3 scoreless, held the Rangers to 3 hits, picked up the victory in a 1-0 Diamondback win. Diamondbacks, remember in that game, got a 1st inning run and Soroka made that 1-0 lead stand. Corbin Carroll, Geraldo Perdomo had hits in that 1st. They got an immediate 1-0 lead, and that was it.
All the scoring.
Yeah. Soroka gave up just 3 singles, retired at one point 11 straight, and 15 of the last 16 Rangers he faced. And he's on a roll again. Another slurve. Now he's got that pitch working. He's punched out 6.
This took a little bit of a while for him, but now he's got it. And you got your #1 weapon right now. Look at that ball. Good break, down and in.
Now, obviously the weather conditions and the elevation doesn't change. Why is the slurve better now?
I think sometimes it's because of the light air. I think he just had to make an adjustment with it.
Like release point or arm angle? Like what are you doing?
I think it's both. Mostly the release point on it. Because sometimes in the mind's eye, you're looking at it to throw it to a certain area, like when you release it. And then all of a sudden, maybe it's not breaking in that light air, and now you got to get it maybe a little bit more farther out front.
Oh, so you're just kind of maybe, oh, I see what you're saying. All right.
It's a little bit of a difference.
Sometimes I hear guys, normally I want my slider to break here, but at Coors Field it's got to break in a different spot. So in a sense you're kind of throwing it to a different spot, but that's not what you're talking about.
No, I think it's just out of your hand.
Yeah.
Do you need to throw it a little bit higher? Do you need to throw it a little bit lower because it's not breaking as much? Whatever that is, he's finding it.
He sure is.
Or I should say he found it.
Missed with a cutter right there. Moniak won't bite. It's 3-0. Caro still down there at first after that leadoff hit. And Hunter Goodman would be next. Getting the over 3-0 fastball. Moniak 0 for 2 today. He has singled and doubled in the series. Drove in a couple of runs last night. One when he got hit with a bases loaded pitch.
It's a tough out, especially when you're behind in the count. What a great pitch. Again, keeps that slurve down.
Moniak for a long time was upright in the box, not much lower half in his swing, but he's evolved now and the numbers have skyrocketed. He's off the front side, getting into his legs a little bit more, staying on that backside, and that kind of preloads him for the power. He leads the Rockies in homers and RBIs. 3-2. Karros on the move, and Moniak fouls off a fastball. This guy's a great late bloomer success story, Mickey Moniak, the #1 pick in the 2016 draft by the Phillies out of high school in Carlsbad. Never hit in Philadelphia. Phillies gave up on him, sent him to the Angels. Angels had him a couple of years. They let him go. Rockies scooped him up last year, and he's found a home here in Colorado.
It's all coming together for him.
It really is. He's leading the National League in OPS.
It's one of those guys you always knew he had the talent.
I mean, he's a 1-1. He's the very first pick.
You got to have the talent.
And he has said, look, nobody's career is a straight line. Last year was a learning curve for him. He had the ups and downs. But Colorado has been a good spot for him, as it is for a lot of hitters. A nice take right there on the slurve. Wouldn't bite. And it's a 2-out walk, just the second walk for Soroka. And now 2 on and 2 down for Hunter Goodman.
This is a big moment right now for Mike Soroka. 2 guys on, you got Goodman up to the plate. You know he's got a potent bat. You got to make some pitches on him here, get out of this inning.
These are the 2 toughest outs in this lineup, no doubt, back-to-back, Moniak and Goodman. Goodman has walked and struck out. This is where Colorado's going to look to get back in it with 1 swing, but Goodman has got a lot of swing and miss, and they got him on that first pitch slurve.
Yeah, you could tell he doesn't like the ball away. He likes that ball middle in. That was a great call and a great execution of a pitch outside with the slurve.
He'll set up out there again.
Again, keep feeding it to him.
Wow. He hasn't
find
hit,
a weakness, keep going.
Hasn't hit it yet.
Yep.
Goodman's hit in 5 straight, 7 of 8. Strikeout rate has spiked up this year. Soroka ahead 0-2. Goodman hits it up in the air along the line in left. Lourdes, does he have enough room? Nope, it's in the seats.
I think he got away with that pitch. That one wasn't where Gabby wanted it.
Well, that one was on a tee.
Yeah, that was right there. And kind of fortunate that ball was fouled. You get that ball out over the plate, off the plate, that's probably strike 3.
3 consecutive slurves, and Goodman just a little bit out in front.
I'd stay with the same pitch. I wouldn't change anything, but get it off the plate.
Yeah, that had a hit me sign on it.
It did.
Swing and a miss. He'll stick with that slurve. Michael Soroka, 7 strikeouts. He strands 2, and through 5, he's got a 7-2 lead. Back with you from Denver. We talked at the top of the show today about Corbin Carroll's recent resurgence offensively. More patience, more power. This is his home run in the 4th, his 6th of the year. It went 431 feet.
Just a bolt. He had full extension on that one.
Got the full graphics package working for you.
92 feet high. That's, who'd guess?
Top of the order due up in the 6th against the reliever, making only his 2nd career Major League appearance in his 1st this year. Blas Castaño, just recalled from their AAA club today. Acquired off waivers from the Mariners last month. Vargas had an RBI single his last time, 1 for 3. D-backs have out-hit Colorado 9-4.
Yeah, just want Vargas to keep it going. Fun to watch.
2-0 sinker is in there. Take another leadoff batter on. That'll work. Diamondbacks have waited to do some of their damage. 6 of the 7 runs have come with 2 outs. Corbin on deck.
We have guys on base like this whole game and hitting the long ball too.
Yeah, they had guys on base the whole game yesterday, couldn't get that hit, and boy, they've got them a few times today. Looking for the series victory, their first road series victory in a month. Vargas chops it up in the air to right. Johnston's under it. And that's the first out in the 6th. As we remind you, big date coming up on the giveaway calendar at Chase Field. It's June 6th. Get there early. They will go fast. It's the Corbin Carroll 30-30 mystery bauble. Will you get the 30 home run version, or will you get the 30 stolen base version?
I love it.
Washington Nationals will be in town. It's courtesy of Chase. Get your tickets at dbacks.com. The Corbin Carroll bobblehead, and this one's bobbling right out of here. Way back and gone. Corbin Carroll with his second today. He's back, and the Diamondbacks have an 8-2 lead.
Oh, and he's back in a big way. 112 miles an hour on that one.
448 feet. His 7th. Boy, that thing jumped out of here.
That's a Coors Field missile.
112 miles an hour off the bat. He homered in the 4th, and he's homered here in the 6th. Boom.
Oh, look where the location of that pitch was. Oh, that's my happy zone.
With the walks will come the power.
Now you're not going to be able to get him out.
It looks like we saw the start of the latest hot streak maybe about a week ago. Started, we think, with that home run against the Pirates on the last homestand. McCarthy over to left center, and they retire Perdomo.
Wow, that ball's hit hard.
448 feet. And the best part of that, Candy, is that it started with a walk by Corbin in the 3rd. Walked and scored in the 3rd, homered in the 4th, homered in the 6th. There's Nolan. Arenado started the scoring, a 2-out RBI hit in the 3rd. 9th career multi-home run game for Corbin Carroll. His longest this year, and then, well, it is Coors Field after all.
You know, that was a line drive, too. It wasn't like it was just launched.
I think it was still going up.
I mean, that had a chance to hurt somebody.
Yeah, Blas Castano.
It definitely hurt him.
He changed his name to Blast Castano.
Those two have hit a lot of hard balls today. See if Arenado can get one in his happy zone.
Gurriel homered his last time up. That's coming back here.
Nolan, that was a big cut on a nothing cutter over the top of the zone, middle of the plate.
Yeah, that was right at the belt, middle.
That's usually you're not going to get that ball back much.
Arenado, wow! That might clear the building. Oh my goodness. That's out there on the causeway. He cleared the entire outfield seats.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy, are they having some hard contact.
Right out in front of that sinker. Boy, you straighten that one out, he might hit it to Colorado Springs.
Yeah, that would have been a scoreboard shot.
Oh yeah, that would have been off his face out there in left field. 3-2 on Nolan. Diamondbacks have homered 3 times today. 2 by Corbin Carroll, 1 by Gurriel. Arenado's aboard for the 2nd time. We'll keep going. And here comes Lourdes.
D-backs keep taking their walks. Pass the baton.
Tour Lavello's talked about that this morning. He thinks really the entire club, top to bottom, has started to shrink the zone. Just shrink it down. Don't try to cover the whole thing. Just cover a little spot.
They're getting good pitches to hit. I know that was a problem a couple weeks ago.
There goes Arenado. Sullivan with a good throw, and Nolan is in there. Everybody in Colorado purple thought he was out, but no, Ryan Blakeney is adamant. Warren Schaefer wants a look from the video people. They will challenge. And he's going to come out here and have a conversation with the plate umpire, Nick Marley. That's Marvin Hudson, the crew chief down there at first base. They're going to get everybody together here.
Let's see what they're talking about here. Is it the interference?
Oh, yep, that's what he was pointing to. You
Yeah.
could see Ryan Blakeney, the plate umpire, point directly at the foot right there. You cannot do that. You cannot block the runner's path to the base, and that's clearly the call here. We won't get an announcement on that, but based on the mechanic from Blakeney who pointed right down to the bag, because clearly even from here it looked like he was out.
Yeah.
It was a great throw, but the foot was blocking the bag, and you're not allowed to do that anymore. That's another interpretation of the obstruction rule that beginning last year umpires were encouraged to call more often, and that's an example of it right there. And so the inning will continue.
That's a great call. And that's the rule.
That's an error charged to Edouard Julien, the second baseman, who had his foot in front of the bag. That's actually scored a caught stealing and an E4.
Well, I would have never guessed the caught stealing part.
Yeah. I guess you're giving credit to the catcher for the throw, which was a really good throw. But Julien did something you're not allowed to do, so he's apparently charged with an error. First time I've seen that call, actually. And an error goes up on the board.
I mean, the visual evidence was perfect. That put right in the middle of the bag, right in the front.
What I liked about it was Blakeney's call was definitive. I mean, he right away pointed down to that bag.
He nailed it.
He did. 1-2 on Gurriel. Lourdes has an RBI single and a solo homer. The home run is first this year. Goes after that changeup. And the sixth inning ends, but Corbin Carroll with his 9th career multi-homer game. This one, his second today, 448 feet. It's 8-2. Troy Lovello has insisted that the hamate bone this spring has not been a factor with Corbin Carroll's power, and Candy, based on today, I believe him.
100%. He's got some distance today.
Long home runs in support of Michael Soroka, who's pitched another gem here. Had a little bump in the road in the fourth with 3 consecutive 2-out doubles for all the Colorado runs, but he's walked 2, punched out 7, and TJ Rumfield leads off the Rockies 6th.
I mean, this might be his last inning. He's sitting at, what, 80 pitches right now?
Yeah.
And I don't think that, you know, Torrey really wants to press anybody right now.
Rumfield had the first of those 3 consecutive 2-out doubles for Colorado. And Rumfield drives it deep to right center. Ryan Waldschmidt all the way to the wall, and he's got another one. Ryan Waldschmidt has done it again. He has covered all 2.66 acres out there.
Is there anything this guy can't get to?
Boy, he has put on a defensive display here this weekend. The rookie out there in center.
I love it. He even runs back to his position. I mean, he took, look again, the angle of this goes back, knows where the fence is. It's not even his home ballpark. And he makes another great play.
And watch the bullpen. That was hit 101 miles an hour off the bat. Bullpen guys liked it. Troy Johnston now.
That's a pitcher's best friend.
And you don't think about him, Candy, is we saw this at Chase and we saw it here. He's making the catches coming in. He's making them going back. He's making them in center field. He's making them in left field.
You saw him in this game. He's diving catches coming in, going back. You're right, running into walls. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy's a player.
What Corbin told him the other day, you're eating a lot of wall these days. Keep it up. But the funny thing is, I mean, some of them are acrobatic catches. It's not like these diving, ridiculous catches. He just gets to the right spots.
Really quick.
And it goes back to the jumps and the reads that Dave McKay has talked about. Johnson punches this toward the left field corner. Lourdes will give it a look, but it's out of play.
What a great outfield defense the Diamondbacks have going right now. I mean, it really is, with Walshman out in center and Corbin in right, and Gurriel, his legs, like you'd mentioned, are really coming around. He's making some good plays in left field.
Well, remember Lourdes, the first game here Friday, made that terrific long running catch along the line in left that caught it on the slide. And then that terrific spinning throw to throw Jake McCarthy out at second base yesterday. Really moving around out there pretty well.
Don't forget, he was stealing home plate, too.
That's just, it's been an interesting series. Johnston, well, he earned that one, fought it off the other way. Lourdes has it along the line. It's a one-out single for Troy Johnson, his second hit.
Inside out swing and just laced it down the left field line. Lourdes does a nice job again, goes over there, cuts the ball off, immediately gets it in, and just watching Johnson the way he runs, I think they're all aware of the strength of his arm, and he stays right at first base.
Well, Lourdes has shown that off here in this series. Johnston, go figure, a guy that the Marlins didn't want, and now he's in the top 10 in the league in hitting. He's been a terrific addition for the Rockies. Willie Castro had an RBI double his last time. 1 for 2. Coming up on 90 pitches for Michael Soroka. And remember, Torey Lovullo, despite the Merrill Kelly complete game Friday, likes to clip guys early in this ballpark. In fact, the pitchers who are going in the Giants series are not here. They've moved on to get out of the elevation. Zach Gallen goes tomorrow against the Giants at Chase. Then it's Ryan Nelson and Merrill Kelly. 1-1 foul back here. Soroka has gone over 100 pitches only once this year. That was 101 at Chase Field against the White Sox back on April 23rd. He's usually somewhere in the 90s in terms of the pitch count.
And especially this higher elevation, I don't think Torey wants to tax him at all.
I agree. 90 pitches, 62 strikes for Michael.
He just wants to get him through this inning.
He's walked 2, he struck out 7. 1-2 on Willie Castro. Well, Castro is really good at this, Candy. We've seen this the whole series. He's long at bats. And sure enough, there is activity now in the Sanderson Ford bullpen for the right-hander Ryan Thompson.
Yeah, Castro's got a little Perdomo in him.
Yeah, he does. Switch hitter, sees a lot of pitches, fouls off 2 strike pitches.
Yep.
Did he go? Not that time, James Jean. It's 2-2.
Pretty effective pitch. That slurve, that was a good one. Almost got him to bite on it. This is, I think, the pitch you want to get him out with here.
Why was that?
Because you don't want to go to 3-2.
Yeah.
And that was a tough pitch to take, but he did. That was just below the strike zone.
Former Diamondback Jake McCarthy on deck. He's 0 for 2. Full count on Willie Castro. Johnston at first. And he'll check on him over there. Johnston 1 for 3 in his stolen base attempts this year. But the Rockies down 6 runs, can't afford to make outs on the bases.
Strike him out, throw him out.
He holds for now, and another foul ball by Willie Castro. Mercy.
A lot of pitches thrown to him. 7 of them, I believe.
Yep, number 8 coming up. Johnston still holding. Castro turns on that one out in front of the cutter. That's 4 foul balls in this at bat for Willie Castro. Pitch number 9 coming up from Soroka, who's now at 95 pitches. Cutter slurve, cutter slurve, cutter slurve.
That's what it is.
Swing and a miss on the slurve. That's the money pitch. And he's punched out 8.
Oh, what a great one, too. Like you said, cutter slurve, just rotate him up and made a good pitch down, got the swing and a miss. Watch the location, boop, right underneath the strike zone. Can't throw it any better than that.
It's somewhere along middle of this start, Candy, third, fourth inning somewhere. He figured out that slurve.
Yeah.
Boy, the location on that was perfection. McCarthy.
That was going to be our big key is, can he figure the slurve out?
Answer is yes.
And he did. He went little cutter heavy early in this game until he got the feel of it.
Well, that's why you're in charge of Keys to the Game. Brought to us by Ram Trucks.
And he found it.
That one is on the ground, and by a diving Vargas, McCarthy has the hit. That's his first today. And his third in the series.
Well, he's been pretty much hitting everything the opposite way. That's probably one of the few times he's pulled the ball here and just got it there right past Vargas.
And with two base runners on, this is a moment you would go to Ryan Thompson to get that ground ball out, and sure enough, Torey Lovullo will make the move. But it's been another tremendous start, particularly in this environment, for Michael Soroka.
It certainly has. Did a great job, kept his team right there. Gave Torey some length.
Goes 5 2/3, responsible for two base runners, leaves with an 8-2 lead. Ryan Thompson on his way in. We'll take a break from Colorado.
Is right for you.
Outstanding effort today at Coors Field by Michael Soroka. Couldn't quite finish off the sixth inning. 2 on and 2 out. They'll hand it to the right-hander Ryan Thompson, who surrendered a couple of RBI hits when he inherited a big inning Tuesday at Texas after working just once on last week's homestand. So Ryan has had some downtime as of late.
Well, this is the matchup that Torey wants. You know, righty on righty coming in. You trust Thompson coming in with guys on base. This is his time really right now.
Kyle Karros is the hitter. There's the patented Ryan Thompson move. That's a new play they put in midseason last year, which because of his delivery creates a lot of deception when there's a runner at second base. And they've gotten a few outs on that play.
It picks me off every time.
A little inside move, inside out move in Thompson's case. Karros single his last time, 1 for 2. He's got 3 hits in the series. The son of former Dodger Eric Karros. 5th rounder by Colorado out of UCLA. Sinker misses there. 2 balls and no strikes. Looks like Ryan might have wanted that one. Nick Marley didn't give it to him. A little bit below the zone.
Well, Kyle Karros has really been good defensively, and he's getting better and better as a hitter.
Good looking young player. Chopped to short. Perdomo will go to first. Jerry's got it. There's the patented Ryan Thompson ground ball. He'll have a little discussion with Marley about that previous pitch. To the 7th we go, leading 8-2. Our 45-minute rain delay today, but we finally got underway. Good thing we did, because the Diamondbacks have hit 3 home runs, 2 by Corbin Carroll. And here in the 7th, they lead the Rockies 8-2. It's D-backs baseball, presented by Y-Refi. Steve Berthiaume, Tom Candiotti, Jody Jackson here with you. Adrian Del Castillo, who struck out 3 times against Michael Lorenzen, will lead off the 7th against Blas Castaño, who's still out there for Colorado. This field took a tremendous amount of water during the rain delay, and the grounds crew has done a tremendous job.
And the field looks actually really nice out there.
Yeah, looks beautiful. I'll see if Del can change his luck with Castaño, who has a fastball for a first pitch strike. Up the middle, Castro from shortstop. Wild throw, Rumfield cannot keep his foot on the bag. Castro's throw pulled him off. And Del Castillo's aboard.
Well, I thought it was going to be a base hit anyway, but they did a good job, Castro did, of getting to that ball, but throw, not so good.
Warren Schaefer wants to see if he should challenge. Nope, they wave it off. Here's a look.
The ball's hit hard, it's going up there, he makes a nice play, gathers himself, but that underhand throw, instead of straightening up and throwing a straight ball, he kind of threw it like a second baseman and wasn't able to get it on the bag.
We're going to give Willie Castro an error. That's an E6. Gabriel Moreno. Gabby's had a big day. Walked in the second, singled and scored in the fourth. Singled, stole a base, and scored in the fifth.
Well, that right side of the infield wide open for him. He's hit a couple balls really hard that way today.
Gabby Lane has been open. It's wide open right now. You're right.
Again, another swing trying to hit the ball the other way. He really stays inside the ball as well as anybody. Just kind of lets that ball travel. He's very good at it.
And Gabby will take time out. Juan Murillo, the right-hander in the Diamondback bullpen. High chopper, foot race is on. Karros, bare hand play, and he can't pick it up. Everybody's safe.
It's one of those do or die plays. And I don't know if Karros would have been able to get him anyway. That's a break for the Diamondbacks. Get a couple guys on now.
First two aboard to start the seventh.
Just a high chopper in between hop. Almost an impossible chance to make on that for Kyle Karros.
That's a base hit for Moreno, who has singled 3 times and walked. Here's Jose Fernandez, who hit a high infield chopper and won a foot race to the first base bag for an infield RBI hit his last time. Base hit for Gabby, by the way, on that last one. 2 on, nobody out. Able to hold off on that sweeper. Do we have an appeal at first? We do. No, says Marvin Hudson. Didn't go. It's 2-0. Del Castillo at second. Moreno's at first. 2-0 on Jose Fernandez.
Should get a good pitch to hit here.
And that is foul at third. Let's take a look at his high chopper base hit in the fifth. This is the foot speed of Jose Fernandez. And look at him go.
Run, baby, run.
A little awkward motion there. The sprint speed is 30 feet per second. That's, as you can see, right about Major League average. That one is also foul. But when you talk about foot speed for second going up that line, it's always in tenths of a second. And Jose is usually right there with Corbin Carroll in terms of speed. He can really get up that line.
He can go. He's got those long strides.
Hey, stole a base right after that RBI hit as well, as 5th of the year. Good take by Jose. Nope, not. It landed a cutter. Delayed call there by Marley, and Castaño has his 3rd strikeout.
This ball looked like it was a little bit off the plate.
It was off the plate.
Good frame job.
Could have challenged, and they would have won the challenge. Yep, that was a good take by Jose. Marley missed the call just a little bit. Ryan Waldschmidt, who's been a defensive superstar this entire series, particularly today. 0 for 3 so far. I'd like to get Waldy in a hit column.
He's made an impact with his glove for sure. Just get a base knock here. Get a run in.
Well, it's been a good offensive series for Waldschmidt. He's hit in 4 straight games. He had a 2-run single and a stolen base Friday. Walked and singled here yesterday. After Jose Fernandez challenged that ball in the 5th inning and lost, he might have been hesitant to challenge that last one.
Yeah, that's a good call.
They just called that a strike, didn't they?
They did.
That was way off the plate. Yeah, Nick Marley, that's a bad miss by Nick Marley right there. That was way outside. And so Waldy grounds to short. Castro for 1. Julien can't get Waldy, who gets up that line quickly. I think if it had been anyone else other than a rookie playing in only his, what, 7th, 8th game, that he would have challenged that previous pitch.
I agree. Get him run too. Everything he does, he runs hard. Great hustle.
He's a baseball rat, as Torey Lovullo likes to call him. A chance now for Vargas. They've scored a whole bunch of 2-out runs today. Dale at third, Wally at first. Big swing and a miss on that sweeper. Ildemaro singled a homer run in the 4th. He's 1 for 4. Came home on Corbin Carroll's first home run today. Corbin has homered twice. His 9th career multi-homer game. Took a hack at a changeup.
He wanted to do some damage with that.
Looked like it. Sweeper and a changeup. No fastballs for Vargas here.
Any kind of base knock here.
Seth Halverson in the Rocky bullpen. Saw him in the opener here Friday. Now the 0-2, another check, and they got him. Last Castano picks off Ryan Waldschmidt. Torey Lovullo says, hold on, we want to make sure. Let's see if they want to challenge that, but that looked like a great move by Castano in just his 2nd career major league game. And Torey's going to wave it off. No challenge. Waldschmidt is picked off to win the inning.
Quick snap throw, and they got him. I mean, that's a big-time throw.
Yeah, that was a nice move. We stretch in Colorado.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Arizona Diamondbacks and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks baseball is brought to you by Dignity Health, proud healthcare partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hello, human kindness. And by Y-Refi. Do you need relief from private student loan debt? Go to yrefi.com.
I kind of operated like a professional before I was a professional, and that's what has allowed me to kind of maximize my abilities. You know, not the biggest guy out there, and so I just feel like in order for me to be the player that I am, I've got to outwork people.
Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver. Heard about Corbin Carroll there, Candy. That was a great quote from Corbin. I worked like a professional before I was a professional, and that explains a lot about his makeup and how he's wired.
Certainly does. And he knows, you know, he doesn't have like all the big height. It's not like Aaron Judge out there. And so he's got to outwork guys. It's always been his work ethic. And that's a good example to set for everybody.
Well, Corbin's had a big day today. His first 2 home runs. He's also walked. So he scored 3 runs. He's driven in 3 runs. He's now hit in 6 straight games, 9 of 10, and he is red hot heading into a homestand starting tomorrow against the San Francisco Giants. Juan Murillo is on to get the bottom of the 7th from the Diamondback bullpen. And Murillo has played a huge role in this relief corps this year. 20 appearances. He threw 1 pitch Wednesday in Texas, and that was the walk-off hit by Danny Johnson that completed that Ranger comeback, but he's back out for the first time tonight.
You know, it's really here at Coors Field. The first 6 innings are like a sparring match. And then the last 3, you got to buckle up. And that's why it's important right now with Murillo coming in, based on number 9 hitter, then the top of the order, to get a quick inning. A quick 1-2-3 would be ideal.
Yeah, this feels like an A bullpen kind of game, even though we've got an 8-2 lead. Let's get a message from the comedy team of Lovullo and Hovick at Santan Ford.
You ever trade a guy for parking in your spot?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Thought about it, though.
Who hasn't?
Yeah, it didn't. They should have used another take.
Take two.
I think there was more than two. Brett Sullivan starts it off against Juan Murillo. The catcher bats ninth. He's 0 for 2.
Well, you're going to see some power stuff coming in right now. That first one comes in at 97. Now, this team for the Rockies, for the most part, they've been a very aggressive swinging ball club. And I think this matches up well with Murillo.
Chop to first. Nice high hop for Jose Fernandez. Move the silk down there. Quick out for Murillo. And the lineup card turns over. Here comes the leadoff hitter. It's Edouard Julien.
Great way to start the inning off. Just 2 pitches and boom. Change up in there. Gets an easy out.
Well, even with their win yesterday, the Colorado Rockies continue to struggle. Since April 28th, they are 5-12. Only the Angels have been worse. As they continue to make a real concerted effort here for a culture change. They have a new front office. Nolan's got it at third. Long throw. Another quick out there for Juan Murillo. 2 outs. Purchase a special event ticket package for Military Appreciation Weekend at Chase Field. You'll get an exclusive military-themed D-backs cap. Visit dbacks.com/military for tickets. Coming up next week, Rockies will be in town. We'll see you there. Military Appreciation Day here yesterday, so all the green caps have been in place for both clubs all series long. Mickey Moniak, boy, Murillo making short work of the Rockies in the 7th inning as Vargas collects it. How about 3 outs on 4 pitches? 8-2 D-backs.
Gonna duck in the box.
Desert Financial Credit Union has a look at the upcoming schedule. It's all Rockies and Giants. 13 games in 13 days, all against Colorado and San Francisco. We're only 3 games in. 3 against the Giants starting tomorrow night. Then the Rockies are right back into Chase Field for 4. Then we go right back to San Francisco for 3 more. And then it's off to Seattle. That's brought to you by Desert Financial. I don't remember a spot like that on a schedule where you're just going back and forth with the same team.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
A little weird. Here's Seth Halverson. Recalled from AAA Albuquerque earlier this month. He worked the 9th inning here in the opener Friday. On to start the 8th today, Ildemaro Vargas gets first look. Vargas was up when Ryan Waldschmidt was picked off by Blas Castagna to win the previous half inning.
That first pitch at 100.
Yeah, this guy's got some serious gas.
You see, he lets it go.
Activity in the Diamondback bullpen, even though Juan Murillo threw only 4 pitches, so I don't know about the up-down, but 4 pitches, 3 outs, pretty good.
Really good.
And they'll go to Brandon Pfaadt now to get Brandon some extra work, it looks like, for the 8th and 9th. Off the side of the mound, but right at Willie Castro at shortstop. They retire Vargas to start the 8th. Always better, Candy, when you can use Brandon Pfaadt in smaller doses rather than 5-6 innings when you lose him then for 5 days.
That's when you know you're doing well.
Exactly right.
It's also a challenge for Torrey to make sure he keeps the feel with Brandon because he needs his innings.
Yeah, he's got to work. He can't just sit there. Corbin has homered in his last 2 at-bats off 2 different pitchers. Lorenzen in the 4th, Castagno in the 6th. 448 feet. Of course, his longest ever was right here, too. That figures.
474.
Corbin Carroll now 8 multi-homer games since 2024. That's tied for 2nd most in the National League. Behind who else? Kyle Schwarber. He's tied with Max Muncy and Gino Suarez for 2nd place on that list. Corbin's previous home run had come May the 7th, so it's been about 10 days. His homers today, number 6 and 7 on the year.
Well, it's clicking for him right now.
It is. He has also drawn, including today, 9 walks in 10 games, which is a big part of this whole equation. More patience, better pitches.
More hard hit balls.
More slug, yeah. Went out there a little bit on that splitter. 2 outs for Halverson.
One of the few times we've seen him fold lately. That splitter really took off on him.
Geraldo Perdomo. Jerry has singled, walked, and scored today. 1 for 3. Well, based on the way that Ketel Marte is hitting everything 105 miles an hour, you feel good about where he is. Corbin's obviously figured something out. Well, we got to get Perdomo going. Here's the strike. 101. And Torrey talked about that this morning. He's seeing Jerry walking more than he's striking out, which is true. He's seeing more pitches per at bat, which is true. And for Perdomo, those are the big indicators that things are going in the right direction. And that's a fair ball up the left field line. And sure enough, it's a stand-up double for Geraldo Perdomo.
Yeah, it's a second hit. He's also got a walk. He scored a run, little by little.
Yep. The big three starting to make some noise.
Sure what he was trying to hit with that. I think he was just trying to make contact and fought this ball off. Just dropped it inside that line.
Just able to keep it fair. Moniak got on it. Arenado now. Nolan has an RBI single with a base on balls. 1 for 3.
And Nolan can hit velocity. And of course, he throws him a breaking ball. I'd like to see him get a hold of one of these fastballs.
This is the place to do it. Talked to Jeff Bannister while we were in Texas. Of course, Bandy managed the Rangers for 4 years. And he had Hall of Famer Adrian Beltre. And he said that Nolan reminds him a lot of Beltre in terms of the veteran presence. There's Jeff Bannister, the bench coach.
Yeah.
But it's not an in-your-face kind of a presence. It's not a stoic kind of presence. It's somewhere in the middle. A guy that's been around a long time, who's willing to give back to young players. It's wisdom that is sought after by others in the clubhouse, and that's where he said the connection is with Beltre and Arenado. Young players would go up to both those guys, and still do, looking for advice. And Nolan's always more than happy to give it.
Yeah, it's so great when you have a guy that's willing to teach.
But it's not a guy who's going to go, all right, kid, I'm going to tell you how to do this.
No.
If he's approached, he's very open about it. And that was the way Beltre was, according to Bandy. Nolan couldn't hold up on that one, and they'll strand the 2-out double. Bottom 8th from Colorado on the way. Diamondbacks looking for the series win, and they have an 8-2 lead. 8-2 Diamondbacks as we rejoin you from Colorado. Steve Berthiaume, Tom Candiotti, and Joni Jackson here. D-backs looking for the series win. Michael Lorenzen was, Michael Soroka was terrific. Ryan Thompson and Juan Murillo picked up a few outs, and now here's Brandon Pfaadt to start the bottom of the 8th inning. 8 appearances, 3 starts. Last 5 have all been in relief. And Candy, it really looks like Brandon had figured something out Tuesday in Texas. He was terrific. 3 scoreless innings. No walks. He punched out 5 in that outing against the Rangers.
Yeah, he was excellent there. Pounded the strike zone, really had a sweeper going. Looked really, really, really good.
Threw 39 pitches against Texas, 29 strikes, gave up just 2 singles in 3 innings, and he figures to get the 8th and the 9th here as Hunter Goodman starts it off for the Rockies.
Well, let's see if Brandon can make that adjustment with his sweeper here.
Goodman can smoke one when he gets a pitch to hit. Waldschmidt over to cut it off. Goodman hustling into second. Waldy had a little trouble picking that one up, and Goodman spotted it. That's hit pretty deep out there by the bullpen, but Waldy did not pick that up cleanly, and Goodman's at second.
He got this ball. It was a little bit down, but over the big part of the plate, and that's where he likes it. He skulls this ball just over the jumping hands there, the glove of Vargas, and a little bit of a bobble, and that's all it took for Goodman to get in.
Yeah, that ball was well out there, 110 miles an hour off the bat, off the heel of the glove of Waldschmidt. You hit it that hard, you should get a double.
Yeah.
Rumfield foul at first. Only going to give him an E8, a single and an error on the center fielder Waldschmidt. Puts Goodman at second.
Our thought right now just needs to get outs. Doesn't matter. The run doesn't matter, but outs are important here.
Well, not going to get one here. It's in the seats and out of play. I won't see one. Let's get this message from Andrew the home buyer.
Catch the best deal for your house by calling me, Andrew the home buyer.
That did not sound good.
No.
He's walking straight to the trainer.
Trying to get some life in that right hand.
Rumfield's a guy that's played more than 400 games in the minors, finally getting a big league shot here with Colorado after a couple of stops with some other clubs, the Phillies, the Yankees. Hopefully he's okay.
Gabby wanted that fastball up. It really came in on him.
Marvin Hudson, the crew chief, coming over for first base. And we might get a challenge here.
Arizona's challenging the call of hit by pitch on the field.
They might argue it was hit the bat. Maybe that was it. But boy, Rumfield sure looks like he's hurting.
I mean, it's
or
a
did
possibility.
He swing? Did he swing?
Possibility though, if you could hit the bat and part of the hand also. Depends on what it hits first.
Well, Rumfield will take the base at first. He's well enough to stay in the game. Let's see. That hit the knob, didn't it?
It looked like it hit the knob to me.
Hit the knob of the bat. It's a good challenge by the Diamondbacks.
If that ball hit his fingers, there's no way he'd be standing there right now.
Well, there's a live look inside the replay operations center, Midtown Manhattan. Everybody huddled around the screens there. Crew chief Marvin Hudson.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. Hit by pitch. Arizona will lose their challenge.
Call confirmed means they know they got it right, but boy, it sure looked like it hit the knob.
Looked like it had all wood. There is a little bit of the hand right down there. Oh, it might have got the little bit, the
pinky?
edge of the hand, yeah.
Yeah. So base hit and a hit batter for Fought. 2 on, no outs for the Rockies. Don't want this thing to get too interesting. Troy Johnston, the hitter, he has singled and doubled.
Again, getting outs. Worry about the runners, get the hitter. Tried the curveball, but left it outside.
Diamondbacks wanted a series win, obviously. If they get this one, they'll get that and a 500 road trip through Texas and Colorado, 3-3. We've seen games get away late here plenty of times.
Too many times.
Yep. 8 runs, 12 hits for the Diamondbacks, 2 runs, 7 hits for the Rockies. Brandon's painted himself into a corner here. It's 3-0.
Yeah, no free passes. You're gonna have to come back, throw strikes here.
You've got to limit traffic, limit base runners in this ballpark. That's how those big crooked numbers get on the board. There's the strike. Boy, Willie Castro, who's on deck, is almost right behind the batter. Castro keeps sneaking up there. He's standing almost directly behind Johnston.
He's trying to get off the dirt because it's probably a little bit muddy. you don't want to give them advantage to be able to.
I mean, he's in the shot.
Look.
He's in the shot right there,
Yeah.
left of your screen. 3-1 from Brandon Pfaadt. And the Rockies, with no outs in the 8th inning, have loaded the bases. First 3 have reached.
All right, caution.
Ryan Kaplan out to the mound. Boy, Pfaadt, as we mentioned earlier, was extremely impressive in Texas last week. He looked terrific. Well, this one has really gone off the rails quickly. Willie Castro will be the batter. Castro's had an effective series. He had an RBI double earlier today.
That's why it's really difficult to bring a guy that's not a fastball pitcher. He's really a breaking ball pitcher. The slurve and the curveball that he throws into a place like Coors Field, because it takes, you have a little adjustment time, and he's trying to make that adjustment. But in the meantime,
yeah, you don't get that grace.
Trouble, yeah.
Taylor Clark quickly getting up. We saw Taylor work briefly in the game last night, or yesterday afternoon, I should say. So Brandon needs something here. Castro, the switch hitter, bats to the left-hand side.
This guy is not an easy out. He's going to work him.
Talked about that his last time up. He'll foul off a lot of 2-strike pitches. 3 hits in the series.
Trying to make the adjustment.
Goodman is at third, Rumfield at second, Johnston at first for Colorado. Going to the fastball for a strike.
Trying to get that ground ball. Ground ball to second base, get a double play. Don't worry about the run. Just the outs.
Line drive to right. Corbin is at the spot. Here comes Goodman. Everybody else stays put. They trade the run for the out, and it's 8-3.
We'll take it. Just got to get an out right there. Nice job by Corbin getting the ball back in, still keeping the double play in order.
Second RBI today for Willie Castro. Here's the former Diamondback, Jake McCarthy. He singled his last time up. McCarthy red hot at the plate right now. Came into today hitting .375 in his last 18 games and slugging nearly .650. Well, Brandon's all over the map here. Curveball got away. Gabby did a nice job just to get to that one.
Breaking balls right now are just difficult.
Torey Lovullo's going to get back on the bullpen phone. Taylor Clark warming up down there. Taylor threw just 8 pitches in the game here yesterday. 2 balls and no strikes. That one is on the ground and through into right field. They'll wave Rumfield. And it's another RBI hit for Jake McCarthy.
Pulled this one also. Got it right there, right by Fernandez, who dove for this ball. Couldn't quite knock it down or come up with it.
Kyle Karros will be the hitter, and Torey Lovullo is going to go to Taylor Clark. So Brandon Pfaadt never did have it today. A tough one for Brandon in this environment. 2 runs home for Colorado, and the lead is now 4.
That was a tough situation for Brandon. But now you need Taylor Clark to come in and do the thing.
He'll work for the 2nd consecutive day. Back with more from downtown Denver after this short break.
Try my new Smash Jack sliders.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
Well, what was a blowout is now a little more interesting from a Colorado perspective, certainly. It's 8-4. A rough 8th inning for Brandon Fott, who did get one out. And on to it, got to put out this fire is Taylor Clark, who threw 8 pitches in the ball game here yesterday. Got the final 2 outs of the 6th. He'll face Kyle Karros with 2 on and 1 out.
Big out to get here. Taylor's going to come at you basically with that slider and a fastball. Occasional changeup.
8 pitches, 6 strikes yesterday. Johnston at second, McCarthy at first. Bounce to third. Arenado kicks it. It's into left field. Johnston will score. McCarthy to third. And they get on it quickly, but boy, that one went right through Nolan Arenado.
Yeah, something you don't normally see.
And the Rockies are going to bring the tying run to the plate.
Man, this is Coors Field at its best right now. Hard hit ground ball. Arenado's right there, in between hop, kicked off him. And then instead of maybe being a double play, this ends up being an E5 and a run scored. And now you got a little bit of stress going on.
Still 1 out. 3 runs home for Colorado. Tying run at the plate is Brett Sullivan, the number 9 hitter. The catcher 0 for 3. They have ruled that a base hit for Kyle Karros, a single. And Sullivan lines it to right. Corbin's there. Here comes McCarthy with that speed, and he's home. It's 8-6.
Line shot. Corbin caught this ball, which is huge to catch the line drive, but I don't think he thought McCarthy might be going. He almost double pumped and then threw the ball in.
Lineup turns over. Edouard Julien, the second baseman, the leadoff hitter, 0 for 4.
Well, key right now, you got 2 outs. You got to end the inning right here. You don't want to let that top of the order come back up, especially with Moniak and Goodman.
A 4-run Rockies 8th, and they're not done yet. 8th man to bat in the 8th is Julien. Victor Vodnik, who was warming up late in the game yesterday, thought he might get the save opportunity, but did not. Is up again today. That went to Antonio Senzatella, who picked up his 3rd, throwing 99-mile-an-hour heat.
Well, that's 2 disengagements now.
Don't lose track. Little squib shot. Vargas has got it. And the inning finally ends. But Colorado gets 4 across. It's a 2-run lead as we go to the 9th.
At the Home Depot.
Well, a little more entertaining game. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, a 4-run Colorado 8th has made it an 8-6 Diamondback lead. Here's Victor Vodnik out of the Rocky bullpen to work the 9th inning. 16 appearances. The ERA is near 7. Look at the strikeout to walk ratio, Candy. He gets a little wild.
Yes, he does. 11 walks in those 17 innings. You got to make this guy throw strikes.
He'll get Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Adrian Del Castillo, and Gabriel Moreno. 5, 6, and 7 due up. Keep in mind, Ketel Marte, who did not start, is available off the bench if need be. Good day for Lourdes, an RBI single in the 3rd. His first home run of the year. In the 5th, he's 2 for 4.
High velo, 98, top of the zone. Turn that dial up a little bit.
Vodnik's wildness led them to give Antonio Sensatella some save opportunities, and boy, he's delivered. He's 3 for 3.
No kidding.
Throwing gas. Vodnik's always been a hard thrower, but you don't always know where it's going.
We'll take a walk. Another run in this inning would be great.
Enormous. Vodnik pitched for Team Mexico this spring at the World Baseball Classic. Lourdes couldn't hold up. Hard slider at 89. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Del Castillo on deck.
Just being a little bit too over anxious. Try to get a good pitch to hit here.
Lourdes just not patient enough. Got to swing at strikes.
Really helped him out there.
Yeah, one away.
Another ball out of the zone.
Adrian Del Castillo looking for his first hit today. Really love Del in this ballpark with that right field fence out there. Still 350 down the line. It just looks so much closer.
Plays like about 300.
That's the thing, yeah. You could take a sand wedge and hit it out of here if you're left-handed.
Oh, stat called expected distance.
Yeah.
We bet one like that.
They can invent any stat. I think we're deep into that already. That's foul in front of Dave McKay. Paul Sewald is warming up in the Diamondback bullpen. Now a save situation after a 4-run Rockies 8th.
Paul Sewald up and getting loose.
Two-1 is way out there. Love a base runner right here. 3-1 on ADC. Moreno on deck behind him. Gabby's been on base 4 times today. Fastball's there, 98, full count, 3-2. Colorado has their big hitters due up in the 9th inning. Moniak, Goodman, Rumfield, 2, 3, and 4. Swing and bunt. Vodnik gives way to Sullivan. Wild throw, and Rumfield does a nice job to keep his foot on that first base pad.
Really nice play all the way around. Vodnik just gave way to his catcher, and sure enough, Sullivan made a nice play and a strong throw to get him.
It's one of the things they liked about Sullivan, the left-hand bat as the backup catcher and his athleticism in fielding his position. Made a nice play there. Moreno has walked, he's singled 3 times, and he scored twice.
Really using that right field. Shoot another one that way.
Going over to Gabby Lane twice for base hits today. There's one more, but Rumfield is there. So Vodnik works a 1-2-3 ninth, and Sewald is coming in to face the heart of this Rockies lineup. 3 outs away. Back after this.
8 spiders.
Well, what looked like it might be a laugher has become a tight game and a save situation in Colorado for Paul Sewald. He picked up saves last Saturday against the Mets, then Monday at Texas, but he's coming off Wednesday's walk-off loss to the Rangers when he said afterward he felt like the Texas hitters were on every pitch like they knew it was coming. Said he threw good pitches, didn't matter. Troy Lovello told us today their people are on that. They have not found anything in terms of tipping pitches. But Sewald gets the toughest part of this Rockies lineup in the 9th inning.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is just really the location within the strike zone. You locate in the middle part of the zone, they're gonna hit it just like they know it's coming.
Jorge Barrosa goes out to man center field. Ryan Waldschmidt slides over to the left, replacing Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Mickey Moniak, the number 2 hitter in this lineup, leading the league in OPS, leads off the Rocky 9th.
Important to get this first guy out. You know, you're trying to protect a 2-run lead, so Can't afford to give up base runners.
Learned that the hard way in the 8th. Right away, Paul ahead 0-2.
When Paul's on, he works quick and he throws strikes.
It is.
He's got a couple on him already.
Almost hit him with an 0-2 fastball.
Watch him jump out of the way. Again, nice location. Waste that pitch.
Moniak leads Colorado in home runs and RBIs. The 1-2 now. Hernandez, top shelf in fair territory. That's a big out for Sewald. Sounded like he broke his bat.
We'll take that.
Better believe it. Post-game preview brought to you by Talking Stick Resort. Jody Jackson standing by. She's down on the field. Candy and I will have a full highlight recap for you. If you missed this one, we had an hour 45-minute monsoon delay. And now it's near 6 o'clock local time as Hunter Goodman steps in. First pitch, lazy fly to center for Barossa. 2 outs for Sewald.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing there.
Oh, that was a gift.
Yeah, it was.
Against that hitter, absolute gift. Well, it's Rumfield now, who has doubled. He's been hit by a pitch. He scored twice. Last man standing for Colorado.
Well, 2 lefties up now. You got Rumfield, you got Johnson on deck.
Another fastball way inside of the left-hander. Diamondbacks 8 runs, 12 hits. Rockies 6 runs, 9 hits. It was a laugher for a while, most of the day in fact, until a 4-run Colorado 8th. Pulled them back within 2. Now they're down to their final out. Johnston, the hitter, top 6 in the National League in hitting. You don't want to send him up there as the potential time guy. So this is the guy you want to get. And Sewald's a strike away.
Paul's a strike thrower, which is a good thing because you don't want to give up any free passes here. Not in this ballpark.
The 2-2 from Paul Sewald. Rumfield's a guy that gets the bat on the ball. We talked about that in this series. Good contact hitter, likes to just hit it where it's pitched, puts the ball in play.
That's important facing Rumfield and also Johnson. He gets up with nobody on.
Yep. Called strike 3, and there's a challenge.
Pitch is called strike. Hitter's challenging.
Nick Marley ends the ball game, but is he right? Let's see. ABS from T-Mobile.
Oh, just
off the corner. Now that's how you use a challenge right there. Keep the game alive, flip that count. Now it's full 3-2.
That's why you always want to keep one challenge. Never know.
For the last strike of the game. Now here it is on 3-2. Johnston would be next. 24,955. Looking for one more batter. 3-2. And they get it. It's a heck of a bat by Rumfield. And Troy Johnston will come up as the tying run. He has walked, singled, doubled, and scored twice.
With some really close pitches.
Yep.
And now you got the tying run to the plate. Now be careful with this guy.
Johnston came into the game hitting .316. He's up to .324. One of the National League's leading hitters. Seawald again gets ahead with a first pitch strike. This is a guy, Johnston, who is usually looking for off speed. He kind of hits backward. The majority of the time, he says, he's not a guy that's up there looking fastball.
Probably why he's such a good hitter.
Yeah.
And maybe not the power numbers, but puts bat on ball.
A lot of guys gear up for that heater, not Johnston. He kind of goes the other way. He looks for the off-speed pitch.
I don't think he'll be trying to steal in this situation.
Two outs. Colorado has the tying run at the plate. Troy Johnston. Now the 0-1 from Seawald. And again, calls a strike away. Henry Castro, as he's tended to do here, standing almost directly behind the batter in the left-hand batter's box, the on-deck hitter. 0-2 on the way. In the air to left. Waldschmidt's under it. And the Diamondbacks seal an 8-6 win. They get the series win in Colorado, and they get a 500 road trip through Dallas and Denver.
Well, you never said it was going to be easy.
No, never is here.
But they held on to this one, and Paul Seawald came in and secured the save and the win.
Diamondbacks have now won 7 of their last 9 series against the Rockies. Will host Colorado for 4 later this week at Chase Field. And since 2024, they are 16-8 against Colorado. Big day for Corbin Carroll, a 2-homer game for Corbin. And a save for Paul Seawald. Jody Jackson standing by. The postgame show is next on D-Backs TV.
Getaway day success for the Arizona Diamondbacks at Coors Field. They win this one 8-6, take the series. It's time for our postgame show brought to you by Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort. Corbin Carroll, 9th career multi-home run game in this one, and the Diamondbacks got out to a big lead early on. Jody Jackson here.